Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another professional replay StarCraft stream. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing very, very well. It is 2026. It is well into 2026. Just makes me feel kind of old at this point, but you know, once you hit 40, I think you just feel older and older and older. At least that's what people say when I talk to them about getting older after 40. What's up, 4 Prime? Good evening, sir. We have Noom here as well. Not equipped with shields? Oh, no. And we got Vincent out there, too, on the Red Dimension today. For this professional replay stream, we're going to do like 5 or 6 replays. We're going to play some live games. Excuse me. It's going to be a good time. So, let's go on in. I think I promised you some very specific players here today. So let's see who's on that list, who we're going to be taking a look at. Let me check my list, actually. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. I promised you some best. That's cool. I promised you some motive as well. Holy smokes. So where did we go for this? Let's see. Cast this folder. Maybe 2025. We just said... No, that's not it. I think we just... thought we were to come down here. Best motive, Soma, Killer, Shine. Maybe even more players than that. Entirely possible. So what do we got here? Shine, Blue, Shine, Queen. That's not it. Ha! Can viewer and subscriber matches be considered professional? I think we are very strong pros. Hey man, if you've ever played StarCraft and won some money... don't see why not. Don't see why that's not a possibility. How did I screw this up so bad? I went somewhere and was like, okay, here's the next replays we're going to cast. And I had them ready to go. Maybe this is it. Maybe we just were to start here. Famas 2 versus Best on Fighting Spirit. Good stuff. I think somebody... I cast a game with Famas the other day, and I was like, kind of sounds Middle Eastern to me, but apparently it's a French assault rifle. That's what Famas is, so whatever, man. Let's get this thing going. Top left of Fighting Spirit, it is Famas 2. He is a Terran player. Bottom right, it's Best. Now, Best is probably heavily favored here. I think that's fair to say. We know who Best is. We don't know a lot about Famas. That usually indicates that that player who is more well-known is favored, so... keep in mind, RJB sent me this replay, and he doesn't send me garbage replays. He's not someone who does that. So, this is not Best just being like, and then I 2-gated this guy and he died, or I pressured him with some Dragoons and killed his tanks and then he died. Like, that's not a game that is at all interesting to us or to RJB. Yeah, no, do it, 4 Prime. Go, like, find a StarCraft tournament. Maybe some online tournament for, you know, anybody to enter and try to win 10 bucks, and then you can be a professional StarCraft player. I don't see why not. We can get you a page on Wikipedia and everything. Oh yeah, Fighting Spirit. Everything's good out here. There's no Overlord to be talking to us whatsoever. That's fine. We can live without a Terry the Overlord viewing in one of these matches today. So check this out. I got some honey mustard Pringles. Pretty good. Honestly, really not too bad. So we're going to gate down here. We're going to racks at the top of the ramp. Seems totally fine too. Big fan of that. So nobody's proxying. We are scouting with the probe. We are scouting technically the right direction. You're never going to cross spawn scout to start off with as a Protoss player. You might if you want to, but it's not something I'd recommend. And then SCV also scouting the right direction because he's going not cross spawn. He's going to get there eventually. Probe scout first, usually in this matchup in PvT. SCV scout second, it's fine. They'll find each other with plenty of time. Yeah, honey mustard Pringles. They're pretty good. They're pretty good indeed. Decided to mix it up. Usually I get barbecue Pringles, but I was like, you know, let's change it a bit. Ooh, Steve the SCV going to try to block the expansion here for Best. That's pretty cool stuff. Get out of there. Get out of there. gas on the way from the Terran, gas on the way from the Protoss. So we're taking it seriously, right? We get up here, we say, okay, so this Terran player is not trying to do anything nuts. He's not trying to Rax expand because he has his gas. He's not trying to 2-Rax me because he has his gas. Everything's fine. SCV comes in and sees the gate at the front and says, okay, cool. So there'd be a second gate somewhere here if it was a 2-gate opening, and it's not. I don't see a Nexus first. It's also good to know, too. Let's try to block the expansion attempt. He tried to block me with a probe. I'll try to block him. Ooh, with an engineering bay block, too. Excellent. So, ooh, probe gets sniped by that first Marine that came out of the racks. Zealot's here to harass. But Marine Micro here from Thomas has kind of got to be a big deal. Gonna make it happen here, guys. Oh, got the SCV building the bunker, but guess what? More SCVs are here. And this is a very aggressive Zealot, man. He's got 2 kills already, and I think that's going to be it. Nice body block. No, he slips past the body block. This guy, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. There you go. Shot him. Oh, crap. Another Zealot is here. Oh, Honey Mustard Pringles sounds wrong. Like pizza Pringles. Hey, what's up, RJB? Yeah, that's right. Honey Mustard Pringles. Heck yeah. Oh, 2 kills on this guy, too. So, wow. Yeah, I don't know. 4 kills on 2 Zealots isn't the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Finally expanding after getting rid of the engineering bay block that our SCV did here. Ooh, proxy pylon up this way. Hold on. Did I? RJB, I think I cast this on the channel already. I think people have seen this one. Why did I not move it to my already cast folder? Sometimes I do that. All right, well, this is probably going to be a proxy robo. Yes, it is. Proxy robo from Best. Terran's got his factory coming in. And not expanding yet. Really thinking about expanding. That pro's been staring at that natural base for a while. Man, chat is really reacting negatively to these honey mustard Pringles. But they're good. Watch. I will eat it, and it will be delicious. Oh. Crunch munch, crunch much. What's up, YH? Hello? How are you? Is it me you're looking for? J-Talks just likes plain Pringles. That's cool. I like OG Pringles too. No, looks like your first comment got filtered by the YouTube auto-filtering algorithm. What did you try to say, YH? What offensive things came out of your Canadian mouth? Yeah, I know who's going to win this. But, unless you've seen this on the channel, which maybe you haven't, it'll be a surprise to you. It's a good game, though, if it's what I think it is. It's a great game. You look like a waiting room couch. Oh. Fair. I think. Let's see. Waiting room couch. All right. Tank's on the way. Academy for Stim? Okay. All right. Look at this. 3 racks. Factory. Gonna be a Marine tank timing push here to try to kill our dude off of 1 friggin' base. Dude, Famas, let's go. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Psychonauts? How you doing, man? So, Zealot and 2 Zealots and a Dragoon on load here inside the main base. Super annoying stuff. It's like, wait, how did you, what the, that? All right, Zealots inside my main base. Get them. Get them. Fight harder. Okay, we got medics and Marines, which really helps against these Zealots to have the medics. Some Vultures would be nicer, I think, but we'll make do with the Marines right now. SCVs, body blocking, so the Marines can actually get shots off. They don't have Stim yet. It'd be so nice to have Stim, but they kill them anyway. Both Zealots go down. A Dragoon gets wiped. And everything's cool. Everything's totally fine. YH says, oh, it's honey mustard Pringles. YH. He likes the pizza ones and the barbecue ones. I like the barbecue ones. 4 Prime specifically said that he does not like the pizza ones. And he's feeling iffy about honey mustard as well. U.S. women might be going down. Oh, no. Ow, nice reverse shot. This is why we don't make Marines against Protoss. Unless, oh, they got it. They got the shuttle. Oh, Reaver dies with like 17 Marine kills, but he's dead. That's what matters right here. A scraptastic performance here. So Marines, siege tanks, push it across the map, and by Marines I mean 2. More coming though. That's exciting. Proxy Robo's building more Reavers. Dragoons say, we can handle tanks. Watch. We killed one. Lost 2 goons for it. Marines. Again, if you don't have splash damage, Terran will kill Protoss every single time. Zealots and Dragoons are not enough to handle this. It's incredibly dangerous. Is he? It's like sending the Reaver back. He's like, I'll be there soon, guys. Hold on. Give you 27 minutes to walk across the map. This Reaver's here, though. On the back side. Oh, helping to kill the tanks again. Killing tanks. Oh, Reaver died. Helping to kill tanks is awesome, though, too. What's up, Wander? He says, heal them SCVs. I think he did. They look okay. Slow siege forward. This forward gateway's in a lot of trouble. Jericho, Thursdays for StarCraft. Don't be an asshole. It's always Thursday for StarCraft. Maybe you don't know because you're not here, but Thursday's a StarCraft day. Also, who peed in your Cheerios, man? Way to come in and be an absolute jerk right off the bat. Taking cues from YH, I assume. Marines, siege tanks, probes, not great fighters here. They're trying to body block as much as they can. And, all right, second base down, 1 base to 1 base. Terran's in a great position. He's like, I gotta make more Reavers. Only Reavers will save me, says Best. What are we at? 23 to 19 workers. Protoss has an advantage, yes. Terran, not so much. But army value is a lot bigger. It's what, 5 Dragoons here against like 12 Marines. Bunch of medics for healing purposes too. The tanks are up. The tanks are inside your base. This is how you die. What is this? What's this Reaver trying to do? I don't know, man. Tank getting focused. Tank getting repaired. Bunker coming up inside your own base. No, tank does go down. Did probes get a kill on that? Amazing stuff on the other side. Into the mineral line. Ugh. Oh no, 9 SCVs remain. 8 SCVs remain. But over here, there's a bunker inside your base. There's a tank inside your base. That's Protoss. There's another tank coming inside your base. What's up, Beerosaurus? Long time no see. How you doing on a Thursday? YH came and said that I looked like a waiting room couch today. So yeah, he also decided he woke up this morning and chose violence. I don't know, dude. 11 to 6 workers here at 10 minutes. Bananas type stuff right now. Gates in a lot of trouble. Losing your gates means he can't make anything, but also he doesn't have enough money to make anything, so that doesn't really matter, does it? We've got exactly 3 SCVs mining back home for the Terran, 0 probes mining here for the Protoss. I think Terran's got this just because he actually has mining. U.S. women's hockey team ties with 2 minutes to go. Maybe they'll go to overtime like the U.S. did against Sweden. Reaver! Oh, 3 Marines, 5 Marines die there. Probes getting pressed into service, and that's at a GG. Woohoo! Best taps out. He lost all his probes. What an incredibly strong Marine siege tank bunker push across the map from FAMAS 2. Gets the win against the relatively better player here, Best. But as always, just because we know someone's name, it doesn't mean they're going to win these games. RJB does not send me the terrible ones where Best just kind of raffle stomps. Great game. I mean, look at this. To end the game with 6 SCVs and win is hard to do. But he pulled it off, dude. Tank's insanely good. 8 kills, 7 kills, 0 kills. Come on, step it up, dude. Step it right up. But like I said, if you don't have any splash damage, Marine Tank is insanely powerful. This is why we don't see Marine Tank in a lot of the casts that I have on the main channel, because I like to post games that are 20, 25, 30 minutes long. And by that point, the Protoss has a lot of splash damage. In this game, there was splash damage. And Best still couldn't manage to pull it off. But yeah, the tanks are there to handle the High Templar and the Reavers if they exist on smaller numbers. An excellent job. Just a great timing push there for game 1 of our replays. So, what do we got? 34,000 to 30,000 points in favor of FAMAS 2. Outproduced the Protoss, outkilled the Toss. Those numbers say a lot. 41 buildings raised also problematic that way. And then the outspend by Best didn't save him today. Did not save him at all, in fact. Great! So, again, happy Thursday all. Welcome to another stream of Falcon Cast Live Pro Replay Games here on the Twitch and on the YouTube. Double the excitement Wondrous. So today I promise you best Motive, Soma, Killer, Shine, and possibly even more, which is pretty awesome. So let's go, Motive. Oh no, BTS. Oh no, it's BTS. I like BTS, but BTS, man, he is on like a 6-game losing streak on the channel. Can he break it? Okay, look. I think he did end up winning one of these games. Like a month ago. Maybe one. Entirely possible. All right. Jericho gives us the welcome to the after show. And there it is. Okay, top right. Other map, it's BTS. Top left, it is Motive. Motive, a very strong Protoss. BTS, a lot of the games we see him lose have been PvZs. So, I'm just warning you. If you're going to put your money on BTS, keep in mind, he struggles in this matchup on my channel at least. Actually got some snow yesterday in the Salt Lake Valley. First
ready to serve, my
actual
lord.
snowstorm.
Your name.
Amazing.
For the king. Defending your honor.
Straight up 9 pool from BTS. This is not an overpool build. This is a 9 pool. Alright. That's a little bit more interesting here. Overpool pretty standard. Hatch first pretty standard. 9 pool a little more aggressive. A little more fun. What's up, Critter? Happy to see you on a Thursday. How is things in your side? We got some snow. I was saying yesterday, it is like we gotten like 0.2 inches of snow in the valley, and then yesterday we got like an inch of snow in the valley. It was amazing. The mountains got a lot, which is good because that's where the water comes from. Talked about this a lot. But Probe Scouts in, sees, oh, okay, pool is almost done. Awesome. How many eggs are there? 1? So you get scouted. Right, you get scouted this early, you're not going to invest in 6 lings, really? I've seen Zerg players do it. You don't have to. He sneaks a base down here, interestingly enough. He knows he's going to get blocked. So he manages to sneak the probe down. Hey, what's up, Hans? This is Motive, and this is BTS over here. Got a prediction running up top where you can see who it is, too. So how many more lings are we getting? Well, all right, we are making 6. Once again, you got scouted. You're not going to kill the Protoss. You're not going to get really any substantial damage with these lings. You got scouted before the lings popped out of the eggs. I just disagree.
You must construct additional pylons.
Ah. Well, whatever. I think he overmade lings there, but I don't think it really matters in the long run. Well, unless BTS loses, that is. I love that third hatch coming in sub 3 minutes. Sub 3 minute third is awesome. Gas on the way from the Zerg. Protoss not worried about that yet. He's make sure that he's got a gateway. He's got a cannon coming up. His expansion is 50% complete, which is rad. This is why the Zerg player has 3 bases. Look at this probe micro, dude. Oh, he hasn't lost a probe. He lets 1 ling inside. That's annoying, but it's not enough to kill any of these probes. And he doesn't lose any of the probes either. Look at this. Injured, not dead. That was really sick probe micro from Motive. Gotta love that. So, ba. American Dad and Family Guy are both subpar. Give me classic Simpsons. Give me Rick and Morty. Give me... I mean, what else do we want to compare it to? I'm not sure I've ever watched an entire episode of Family Guy from start to finish, or American Dad from start to finish. I've seen clips, and nothing about the clips tells me this is an incredible show that I would love to watch. Pick one. Ugh. I don't know. If I had to pick one, I guess it'd be Family Guy. American Dad seems worse. Ooh, yeah. South Park. Smiling Friends is great. Yeah, I would take South Park over Family Guy or American Dad every day of the week. So much smarter, so much funnier. Seth MacFarlane's an okay entertaining guy, but not exactly a genius. He's fine. Zealot says no. We had broccoli cheese soup for dinner at my mom's last night. Delicious. And it was snowing and cold outside, so it was a perfect day for soup. Broccoli cheese soup, got some rolls. Put some saltine crackers in the broccoli cheese soup. My favorite way to eat it. So good. RJB. Uma Musume, horse girls across the board. Stargate coming in from Motive. Guess what? We're making Corsairs, Kel Surprise. I actually have a game. What is it? Terror versus M18 coming up on the channel next week. Awesome PvZ on Heartbreak Ridge, man. Corsairs do so much work. Terror makes ultra lists. Look forward to that one. How's your food today, YH? What has been your food experience? So everything's fine for BTS, right? Spire, wonderful. He's going to lose an Overlord here because, of course, you are. You can't... I mean, you could change your build up to make sure you got Scourge out faster to save this first Overlord, but it would screw up your economy. So it's just built into it. Like, if you see somebody write out the build order for this, they would say, you're going to lose an Overlord at about 6 minutes. You can't do anything about it. Your Spire won't be done in time. You can save the second one because your Spire is going to finish right about now. Scourge don't take that long to build. Production tab says Scourge. Yep, production tab says Scourge, and then you're good to go. Corsair knows it too. A little bit of Zealot pressure here from Motive. Nothing too insane. Hydroden also. We're not just going pure Mutalisk here today. If any Mutalisks at all. This could definitely just be a couple Scourge, Scourge on support, Hydra, Lurker the rest of the way. Snowing outside, and I was at my mom's, and we had broccoli cheese soup. Good times. It was a nice evening last night. Certainly was. Brought my kids too. Daughter had a rehearsal. She's in another musical. She is her mom's daughter. That was something everybody could see. Templar Archives coming in. Gateway, Scourge, chasing, hunting, but same speed means it's hard to catch. Really hard to catch, as we all know. Zealots push in, see some slow hiders, and decide that's a little bit too much with this Ling pressure, too. YH has some hypothetical food orderings. How? What? This thing has not been alive the whole time. Is this the guy? He has to be. This has to be the Ling from, like, the 3-minute mark when the Ling got in after all his buddies died. Wow. Oh, I'm not sarcastic at all, YH. She is. She's her mother's daughter. She likes performing. She likes singing. She likes the stage. Had some anxiety about it, but she's done a couple shows, and I think that's pretty much gone now. Nah, Max doesn't have a good time on the ladder. I have been saying this for years. The StarCraft ladder is a place of sadness and pain and misery. That's all anyone will ever find there. I do not recommend laddering. If you want to practice against somebody, try to sign up for the CPL. Try to join some Discord servers that are about StarCraft and find a practice partner there. Like, seriously. Ladder bad. The ladder launched on Brood War, like, the day StarCraft came out. It was part of the original release, if I remember correctly. Yeah, go live games on a Thursday. We're going to try live games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week and see how it goes. The reason I cut back is because I would try doing live games on a Thursday, and then we'd have like 3 people wanting to play live games on a Thursday, and I was like, all right, we don't have the participation for it, then we won't do it. It's fine. Oh, we got some late mutas. Really? It's not Ogre Zerg. It's some mutas and Scourge, but then a lot of hiders on the ground. Scourge, no! Corsair, too good. Too good. Psy Storm, Scourge, Scourge, Scourge. Oh, Corsair Ball looking good with that +1 attack. 6 of them. Beerosaurus, what's Deadlock? Is that an RTS? DT making sure he can take a 3rd base down this way. Zerg's got a 4th base done down the right side. That's pretty awesome here in Radeon. So, BTS, trying to make mutas work against Motive. Do we believe in his capabilities? I don't know that we do. Not convinced that we do, but we'll see. We'll see what he can manage here. Corsairs. Ow. Ow. You know how I feel about this. If we can get some Scourge connections, fine. The mutas will be amazing. But they're going to protect these High Templar. His 3rd base is going to shut it down. Valve has a 3rd-person MOBA hero shooter called Deadlock. I have never in my life heard of this. Really? Huh. Oh, yeah. She gave me soup to go. Oldest kid had to work, so he missed the dinner. So she definitely gave us a bunch to give to him because he also loves broccoli cheese soup. No. Yes. Psy Storm. Scourge. Okay, 1 Corsair died. All right, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. React. Ooh, React really loves Motive. Motive is doing well. Hey, how's it going, Phil? Phil is in a good mood today. He has some beer. He's listening to metal. He's watching StarCraft. No, I'm saving the broccoli cheese soup for tomorrow. Today I just had a croissant breakfast sandwich from Jimmy Dean's, the frozen food aisle. Probe says, get a kill, get a kill. Let him have the kill. Oh, they let him have the kill. Probe gets a kill. He's so proud. He's so proud. Yeah, check out React BW. Stands for Brood War, you know. Out on the Twitch. He's a streamer as well. No, I just had a box of frozen breakfast sandwiches that I had as part of my grocery order this week. They were just in my freezer. It was real convenient. Critter says, when the Zerg gets to 50 drones, Protoss is in trouble. That is true. And you've said before, 65 workers and the Zerg wins guaranteed. But then we watched a couple games where that wasn't the case, and we brought that back a little bit. Just, you know, scaled that saying back just a tiny bit. I think it's fair to say that, yes, a Zerg player on 4 bases and 50 workers is probably going to get to 60 pretty quick, and that is very hard for a Protoss to deal with. Is the Zerg unstoppable at that point? No. Definitely not. Especially if they have a bunch of mutas that just get murdered. Alright! Well, all the mutas are dead. They might have killed a couple High Templar. I don't know. What's up, 8 Loden? Thanks for the follow, Storm. Zealots out in front. I think this is a hold from Motive. I don't. Again, you watch BTS games and you're not really wondering how he doesn't win. He does stuff like that. He just sent in like 10 Mutalisks to try and kill a couple High Templar. He lost every Mutalisk in the exchange. In the exchange. Wow. What does privy mean? In a privy mood. No. Privy means you are...
Ready for your sponge bath?
Hey, on! Thanks for gifting 3 Tier 1 subs to viewers out on the Purple Dimension. Appreciate it, Hans von Totenland. What's up? Happy Thursday, dude. So privy means you are in the know. You're privy to a secret. Like somebody told you something. Like you're privy to the fact that your sister is pregnant, but nobody else knows, right? That's what privy means. It's not an emotion. Or a state of being, really. RJB says he went too early with the Mutalisks. He could have gotten 3 High Templar instead of 1. Entirely possible. Definitely BTS. Yeah, G22, we're mixing up the schedule a little bit this week. We're going to play some live games tonight if people are interested. Again, the reason we stopped doing live games on Thursday because we'd get 3 people who wanted to play live games on Thursday, and I'd be like, all right, well, not enough to really do anything here, so we just moved them. Friday, Saturday, Sunday would get more participation, but we're going to try Thursday here and see how it goes. And what's up, level 80? Oh yeah, real fast. Let's update the support goal with Hans's gifted subs.
Ready
Appreciate
to
you.
serve, my lord. In your name. For the king. Defending your honor.
Deo gratias.
141 on the week. Thank you, Hans. Again, consistent big-time supporter of the channel. Awesome dude. Black Mesa seems easier than Half-Life, says G22. Maybe so. Maybe so. Pissy. Yeah. Feeling pissy is much different from feeling privy. Attack into the third base. Pretty good by BTS. Cannon's going to die. Trying to come in and swarm these Hydras and save the Nexus. The static defense bought time to keep these probes alive. And you know what? I think we're just doing great here. That attack killed some cannons. I don't think any probes died at all there. It's 53 to 53 workers. Trying to lurker up down here, too. Dragoon says, I see your attempt to stage more lurkers on this attack. Not at all, not at all. Sounds good, Max. 5 out of 10 seems fair, YH. Trying to decide if Add the Web Bro over on Twitch is a bot or not. Because a lot of the time he just says things. Sometimes it's relevant to the stream, though, so I don't know. You knew he was coming back in here, Motive. No, he's like, oh, crap, gotta come back and save my third again. Yeah, you knew he was there, man. Storm cannons coming online and getting a couple hits up before they get focused and die horribly. But yeah, oh, it's a good placement. That is a fantastic storm. This is just not a big deal for Motive at all. It's easy. That is an easy hold for him. He's taking a 4th base up at the 12 o'clock. Zerg player still at 53 drones. Not really droning up beyond this, is he? I don't see him going for a hive. I don't see him getting to that 60 worker count. He's just trying to win by just re-flooding Hydras and Lings with 0-0 upgrades. Well, on the Lings. 2-0 on the Hydras against 2-2. Oh, that armor upgrade on the Protoss is great. Lurkers, we're getting any kills? Any kills at all? Any kills at all? Before we die? No, definitely not. All right. Cool. 0 kill attack. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, G22's back in the Discord server. He hath returned. He's got deja vu now. Reasonable. Already revived the G22 posts videos of people getting hurt and dying. That thread is back. What's up, Ansem? Happy Thursday. RJB, this is feeling like a game where the Zerg player is trying to make Hydra Lurker work and he can't, and he GG's. There it is. All right. So good job by Motive. He made it look easy, but it's not that easy. That was a lot of Hydras, a lot of Lings. That threatening of the third base was very scary, but he was like, meh. Got it taken care of, man. Got better upgrades than the Zerg does all the way across the board. He didn't want to go to a hive at any point. Defilers made the Dragoons that much better by not being there. So BTS loses again. His win-loss record on this channel is about 1-17 by now, it feels like. Not even sure if that's accurate for BTS or not. But he outproduced the Protoss by 2-1, which is pretty great, but then got killed by a 3-1. That's going to be a problem. Buildings raised by the Zerg. Nicely done. 9-0. Not enough to win the game. And the outspend is a measly, piddly 4,000 resources in 20 minutes. Not going to work out. Anyway. I know. I've cast a BTS victory before, RJB. It's only been one, though. That's all I'm saying. Check out Falcon Paladin plays while we get the next replay loaded up. Doing Age of Empires 2 out there right now, which is a lot of fun. Sounds good, Critter. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. No, YH. I did not think that. All right, next up, TVZ, skey, and Soma on Radeon. So this is not Soul Key. This is a Terran skey. And we're here. So bottom right this time, white Terran player, skey. Well, it's not white. I guess it's tan. skey. Bottom left, Soma under his professor name tag here. Gamer tag. The red. Zerg. Red. Looking very nice. This is a 2025 replay sent by RJB. I can check and see what the date stamp is real quick here for you before this gets too crazy. I go to the 2025 folder. Oh, there you go. March 17th, 2025. There it is. There it be. So not that long ago at all. Hans. The Bears leaving Chicago. I saw something about that. I saw a couple memes about that. Are they going? Bears, Chicago. Oh, they're going to build a new stadium in Indiana. What? Indiana lawmakers approve Chicago Bears stadium bill. That's crazy. Sounds like that might actually happen. There's going to be an extractor pool opening here from Soma. Expansion coming in just fine. Probe shows up, sees the pool's done, sees egg, says, ah, scary. Well, probe. SCV comes in and says, ah, scary. Are the Bears an iconic team like the Packers? They are. The Bears have a Super Bowl. They have been in the league since the beginning. Definitely an iconic team. Not been particularly amazing over the last 20 years, but they've been around forever. SCV. How many lings you making? Just the 2? Cool. I guess just the 4. Just the 4? Alright, we can handle that. Make some Marines body block with an SCV a little bit. And we'll be fine. So Soma putting some pressure on the Terran to start us off. Soma, first 100 gas going into a lair. It's going to be Mutalisks. I actually have a game coming up next week that's a TvZ that doesn't open with Mutalisks. It's amazing. It is Hydroden. It is Hydras and Lurkers. It is awesome. It is such a breath of fresh air because, my goodness, every TvZ. So here's the thing with the Taliban, Max. They're already just morally repugnant. I'm not sure there's any new information I can be given that changes my opinion on them. I think the world is a better place without the Taliban. Nowhere else to go but up for them. They're just kind of at rock bottom. Hey, look, Aspire sub 4 minutes from Soma. Kel, surprise. Kel Surprise. Academy coming in. Guess what? We're going to SK Terran the opening here from skey, who did qualify for an ASL back in 2025. Racks coming up. Second racks of the day from skey. Spire takes forever to build. We'll come back there later. Second gas coming in as the Spire is about 30% complete. So Soma loves his mutas. He is one of the Zerg players that always opens mutas and always opens extra mutas. He's not going to open 5 or 6 and try to get a couple SCV kills and then get into Hydras fast. This is going to be an investment into Mutalisks. We'll see how many he invests into exactly. macro hatch. Love a good macro hatch. So 3 hatch Mutalisk here. Not lining up exactly to get 9 Mutas with that first spark of the Spire, but it's fine. It's fine anyway. There you go. There's the scan. There's the Spire found. He goes, all right, let's make Engineering Bay. Yeah, finish the Engineering Bay. It's a little bit scary here on this timing. Engineering Bay done now. Turrets need to come up yesterday. Like 10 seconds ago, I think a start on that would have been good, but he's got them on the way now, so better late than never. A little bit on the fence about add the web, bro. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that sentence means. So not enough mutas to really do anything. These initial 3 aren't going to make it happen. But he's making 4 more. And he's getting a +1 attack back home, too. +1 flyer attack is beautiful. Five Mutalisks. See, this is the general number, but he's making more back home. So, the defense. How do you defend against this? Turrets at your racks right here. Turrets in your mineral line here. Maybe 1 turret back here in this mineral line. Maybe 2. Maybe if you know it's Soma, you just make a couple extra turrets just to be safe. Because he's going to use them well. He's not going to just fly them into death. His stacks are going to hit. He's not going to have attacks that don't do anything. He tries to get into the main here. Ling's running in. Bunker busted at the front. Oh, stimming, putting it back inside the bunker. Nice move. But bunker busted. Every Marine died. But again, not overextending. He's going to try to take down the supply depot. But again, if he's not going to get it, it's okay. He's just going to fall back. He's not going to try to go for the damage that he can't get without losing Mutalisks. He doesn't want to lose them if he doesn't have to. And he get the turret. Ling's okay, well, he thinks he can just win here. I don't know about that. No, he lost some mutas and finally gets the supply depot, but I don't know, lost 2 or 3 Mutalisks there. Not ideal. That +1 attack's not going to be done for a while either. The U.S. wins with an overtime goal and gets the gold in women's hockey at the Olympics. Wow. USA. 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 Take that. Canada? Are we taking that, Canada? I don't know who they played. So injured mutas out, healthy mutas up. We know how this works. We've seen this. Sometimes even Soma miscalculates, says RJB. That is true. Ugh. So this is not exactly one of those games where Soma just tries to make Lings and Mutas all the livelong day and wins with that. He is getting lurkers back home. He does have a hive coming in. He's got a 3rd base on the top side there too.
Adjutant online. Good morning, Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space.
Hey, Mr. Comedy. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Welcome aboard. Trying to get to 70,000 followers or subs out there. YouTube doesn't have followers. They have subs, Falcon. Get it together. Trade out, trade out, trade out, trade out. Keep the Terran in his base until the lurkers are out, until the Dark Swarm is out, and then the nightmare begins for the Terran. The spike here? Why are you... You can't ban Psychonauts. What are you talking about? Why would anybody ban Psychonauts? Can't think of a single reason. Third base, third gas, lurkers, sunkens, defending, Nidus to protect the third base as well. Defiler Mound, 50% done. Terran going 1 starport science vessel, interestingly enough. Getting a radiate, but the 1 starport interests me. Why is SK not going for 2, as is tradition? Here, I'll give you a hint, please eat me. In the title of every stream, I tell you what the plans are for the stream. It is skey, by the way, not skey. All right, skey it is. Skey? Skey? Not ski. Skey. Oh, man. Skey it is. Hey, lurkers have been added to the Muta group. Lots scarier now, but we've got some tanks to try. Oh, yeah, this is a great engagement. Oh, lurker down. 4 kills on that lurker, but he's got to run for it now. He's horribly outnumbered. Look at this push. Very strong push from Skey. Good old Skey. One of my favorite Terran players of all time, Skey. Duncan's not going to help you against these tanks, Mr. Soma. Yeah, siege him up. Gets a Defiler, a Radiate before Consume's even done. Wait, Consume, and no, it gets a Dark Swarm as he expires. Oh, that was really close, Mr. Defiler. Still, tanks wrecking your Sunkens at the front. Protection afforded, not very good anymore. Minimal. He's going to lose a tank to a lurker because he didn't pull back. All right, Science Vessel got sniped there too. Could have been worse. Firebats added into the mix here too. Ultraless Cavern getting started. This is some good stuff, man. Send the Firebats in. Get them. Yeah, take that. Take that, single Defiler. We're just going to let him live. This one Marine's like, maybe we should kill this guy. And the Firebats say, oh, right. Good call, Mr. Marine. It's probably Jim Raynor himself. Fourth base, top left, Zerg. Marines maybe going to try to threaten the third, but there's a Nidus. He's just scanned. He sees the Nidus. He knows what this is. Yeah. Dark Swarm. Plague's almost done. Plague kind of like the best gosh darn thing against SK Terran. Maybe even better. Maybe even better than Dark Swarm. What do you think? I guess SK Terran, would you say that Plague is better or is Dark Swarm better? Probably Darks. Well, Plague really deals with the Firebats and the Marines. And Dark Swarm doesn't handle the Firebats very well. Gold medal game was the US and Canada. Take that, Canada. Ha 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 ha. Your country's only good at the winter sports. We're good at all the sports, and we beat you in the winter sports, the only ones that you're good at. How embarrassing for Canada. This is the only time I'm going to smack talk Canada, is when we beat them in the Olympics. The rest of the time, Canada is awesome. Fourth base up the right side for the Terran. Up 122 to 95. It's game time dependent, says RJB. I don't know. If there's an engagement in the middle of the map, is Dark Swarm... Well, yeah, Dark Swarm kind of sucks out here, doesn't it? Plague's probably better. It's a good question. Please eat me. I don't know if we'll get there. Firebat, Firebat, Firebat. That's what we're talking about. So, look at this. Fourth base getting saturated. 60 SCVs to 46 drones is amazing out of Skey. Macro hatches from the Zerg. The problem is, even if you're down in economy and even on base count as a Zerg player, if you get a Dark Swarm over here and get a couple Ultras in that thing, you kind of just win. Love this drop attempt, though, up the left side. Are you on Eastern time? Please eat me. I don't know what time zone that is. Scourge, no connections at all. Running in, stemming in, laying Muta to defend against it. They are cracklings, but the fire bats do not care as much. The lurkers are really the problem here. So, lurker getting focused. Dark Swarm. Fire bat inside the Dark Swarm is working on it and does not get the lurker. One lurker inside the swarm remaining. Fire bat in there. Maybe. No, out of there. Drone's getting sniped. Drone's getting pulled as well. Oh, the hatchery getting right-clicked by +2 stim marines. They're going to get it, too. There's no saving this. Ling comes in, says, hey, that's my hatch. So you're on Eastern time. Please eat me. Gotcha. Probably not. Might have to try tomorrow. Lings! Oh, one lurker inside Dark Swarm. No fire bats remaining. He's like attacking an egg or something in there. Not very good. Either way, hatch is dead. An Ultralisk pops out. These guys will get cleaned. 2 kills, 7 kills, 4 kills. It would certainly be boring if Canada won the gold every time, but don't tell me that it doesn't bother you when you lose regardless, because it does. I know how much Canada loves their hockey. Their favorite thing in the world. Even more favorite thing than mooses. Okay, we're back. I like this. No fire bats to the lurker parties? Seriously, though. Ultralisk, 5 armor. Lurkers, a bigger problem anyway. They got one of the lurks. Just trying to get some guaranteed damage here. Get a couple drones. This Ultralisk is going to slowly get burned alive. And shot to death there. Pick Zeratul says hockey and curling. Yeah, but it's hockey. It's hockey. Curling's like a distant two for Canada, isn't it? You care about curling, but not nearly as much as you care about hockey. Maybe not as favorite as maple syrup, RJB. Could be right about that. So that gets cleaned out. Hatchery alive. It's kind of a big deal. He sees the ultras. He knows what we're dealing with. He's making the battle cruisers. All right, fine. Battle cruiser 1, battle cruiser 2. Yamato's being researched. Battle cruiser 3. My apologies. 3 battle cruisers at the same time. This guy opened with 1 starport for science vessels, and then he said, I'm going to make battle cruisers. Let's get 3 starports for all the BC deliciousness. Fine, I guess. We'll see how this works out for Skey. He's getting tomato cannon. He sure is. So, and air attack. Look at that. Ship weapons upgrade for these battle cruisers. Holy smokes. This is the biggest investment we've seen in BCs in a 1v1 pro game in a long time. 3 starport battle cruiser plus 1 attack for those guys. Uh-oh. Guess what? Dark Swarm Ultra at one of your bases. Guess it's dead now. Should have probably kept a closer eye on this whole thing. Yeah, lift, run, evacuate. No, 4th base doesn't exist anymore. We can irradiate, we can kill these Ultralisks. Doesn't really save any of your stuff is the problem. Yeah, YH says, Canadians. Waffles or pancakes with your maple syrup? More of a waffle guy. Kind of like the texture of a waffle a little bit more than the texture of a pancake. These guys get plagued. Looks like they might have got plagued. So no, not, look, dude, seriously. Do not try to engage into any of these bases unless you have tanks or science vessels. Or maybe Yamato, maybe. All right, so look at this, man. Battle cruisers into the main in conjunction with a drop. Yamato the Defiler. Scourge get 1 connection on a BC. That's not enough. Plague, big plague on the battle cruisers, though. Marine sniping down the Nidus. No reinforcements coming from the top side there. No Yamato energy available. No energy Yamato available on those battle cruisers. Ultralisk Cavern getting exploded. Scourge trying to connect again. Battle cruisers killing overlords. I don't think they even have speed yet. Trying to stop some of these drones on the evacuation there. 2 cracklings into there, not inside the Dark Storm, which means they're not going to be as good here. No fire bats, though. Battle cruiser shots are good. He comes in with another drop, a plagued drop. Hive getting sniped, unloading right on top of Ultralisks, and a Dark Swarm pops too. Yeah. Welcome back, 4 Prime. This is Soma versus Skey. And it's SK Terran with a lot of battle cruisers. Yamatos and Ultralisk to kill it. That's rad. 10 kill BC, not too shabby. Unloading over here. Once again, not having Overlord speed at 20 minutes seems like a cardinal sin for Soma. Why does he not have that upgrade? He's up 160 to 103 supply. The Irradiates are awesome. The battle cruiser Yamato's been pretty good. Big fan of Yamato. So Hive stays alive, keeps that. Ultralisk Cavern dies, probably rebuilding that up here. Yeah, Ultra and Spawning Pool getting rebuilt into the top left. Trying to retake his 4th base, hasn't landed that command center yet. This Ultralisk was on hold position? I don't know. Soma's trying to pressure out, but getting your Ultralisks, oh, Science Vessel dead. Your Science Vessel, Battle Cruiser dead, of course. Getting your Ultralisks irradiated early and often is the way to kill them. Yeah, coffee breath is bad, from what I've heard. Coffee breath, cigarette breath is terrible. Cigar breath is real bad, too. What else? Onion breath, if you like eating onions a lot. I mean, drones are dying and it coming at an alarming rate here. 1 Marine, Rambo lives! He's got 5 kills. He can kill the supply depot, or the spawning pool, all by himself. An attack into the kind of a 9 o'clock, more of an 8 o'clock, I would say. Giant plagues, though, on almost everything. The BC dodges the plague somehow. Not even sure how that's possible with the double plague that came into that position, but Battlecruiser doesn't have enough for a Yamato. You might as well work away on the hatchery if you can get into that without getting hit by the spore. Ooh, YH likes cigarette breath. That's interesting. That's probably a minority opinion. Or, you know, he's trolling. Either way, bam, 1 kill on a BC. 1 Ultralisk. Force the evacuation of the 4th base of Skey. Skey not having a good time here. He really needs to be on more than 3 bases. He's mining out horribly at, well, his natural. His 3rd base is running low, too. Radiated Defiler, doing some extra damage. Might actually, oh, not close enough to actually irradiate down this Ultra. That'd be huge. If an irradiated Defiler killed an Ultralisk that was already low on HP, brutal. Battle Cruiser clearing. There's just not been a lot of drop defense in this base from Soma today. Has there? Fire Bats inside the Dark Swarm. Trying to make it happen against these Ultras. Holding position inside the Swarm. Drop up this way. Lings are going to clear this one up. But reinforcing dudes coming in from the south. The Ultralisk Cavern dies for the 2nd time today. Oh, this base in a lot of trouble, but more and more Zerg flooding in, trying to save the day here. Lurker getting sniped out. Firebat. Frank the Firebat crushing it out here. No, too much Zerg now. Fall back to positions. Kill as much as you can before you die, men. That's what this is. And it wasn't a lot, but they did their best. Double Battle Cruiser heading out. They've got the +1 attack. They're not working on a +2 attack. We're not investing that much into the Battle Cruisers today, are we? No. Definitely not. I mean, no Dark Swarm Ultra. Still fine against Marines. They don't want to micro at all, which they aren't really. They're 14 kills, 13 kills. These guys are going to have 30 kills between them. Well, not quite there, but close enough. Not this base. Seriously, though. Seriously, though, this base is just sad. It's what it is. Sometimes you don't need Dark Swarm at all. Sometimes they're just a lonely bunker against fully upgraded Ultralisks. And everybody dies. Yeah, I think Skey is dead. There's way too much Zerg on this side of the map. Way too much. Battle Cruisers trying to get something done here, but no. Ow. This guy survives. That's good. This base not happening. This base also not happening. I think Skey is dead. The curse of the battle cruiser lives on. Not that you're going to lose every game with BCs, but it's hard. It's hard to win with BCs, I have seen. Irradiate's better. I don't know what to tell you. Zerg players can handle it. Soma can handle the fact, oh no, I have to make a few extra Scourge. Oh no, I have to plague some things I was already plaguing. I don't know. Not a fan of the BC. It works sometimes. We've seen games where it works. And that was really nice. I like them in conjunction with the Marines. That one drop inside the main base with the battle cruiser supporting was really good. If he had Yamato available and he Yamato down the Defiler before he could cast its spells, that would have been even better, but he didn't wait long enough. And there we go. 8,000 resources outspent by the Zerg in that one. Soma gets the win. Good game from skey, though. If you can take Soma to 20+ minutes, you're a great player. I don't care what else is going on. Don't care at all. If I seen your earbuds stuck on it. Yeah, I think they were on top of the washing machine last time I saw them. If I told my mom I didn't like her cooking, would she get mad? No. My mom is a saint. Like, I know a lot of people say that. They say their mom is a saint. But my mom really is. She's the nicest person I've ever met. She would understand. She would appreciate the honesty. I tell her there's things that she cooks I don't like, so is that kind of the same thing? Look how small I am. Okay, we're back. That was weird. Just died for no reason there. All right, Killer versus skey. So let's see. Let's see if Killer can handle skey. Skey. I'll get there, RJB, one of these days. I'll make it happen. Soma can handle skey, but can Killer handle skey? That's the question. Okay, top right, Terran player. Skey is back. He played a good game last game. Couldn't quite get the victory. He's got another shot here. Bottom left is Killer. What about my dad? What about my dad? If I told him I didn't like his cooking? So here's the thing. My dad, not really into cooking all that much. He, So growing up, my mom would work at a local hospital on Friday nights. She was a labor and delivery nurse. She got her nursing degree while I was a baby. And so she wanted to use that degree. So she'd work one night a week, about a 12-hour shift. And that was kind of her way to get out of the house and get away from the kids and do something that she liked to do, right? So on Friday nights, my dad was in charge of cooking. And like his idea of cooking was like grabbing a can of bean with bacon soup, like Campbell's bean with bacon soup, off of the shelf and heating it in a pot and serving it up. And I was always like, are you freaking kidding me? So he knows. I complained a lot about the Friday night cooking experience with my dad growing up. Definitely. So what's the opening? Hatch first from Killer on Eclipse. Terran says, I'm doing the same build no matter what. Drone comes up to be super annoying just for a minute. Yeah, I did, YH. It was nice to have some broccoli cheese soup. The thing is, BYU lost their third best player to an ACL injury this week. And so you lose your third best player, you're not the same team. You're going to lose games you probably would have won if you had him. It's just the nature of the game. Sports injuries are terrible. What do you do? Would have been more mad if BYU lost when they had Richie Saunders instead of not Richie Saunders. But if there's an injury you're dealing with, it's fine. Yeah, Alabama-Arkansas game was crazy too. Double overtime. That was a ton of fun. Some good college basketball last night. Certainly. Dude, that... Yeah, the fact that it ended on a missed tip-in dunk? That was... Wow. That guy has got to just be replaying that over and over and over in his head, doesn't he? Academy. Engineering Bay pretty fast here. This feels like a +1 attack style maneuver here from Skey. We'll see if he gets that fired up. I bet he will. Metabolic boost coming in after the lair. No real surprise that way. Could have been late, YH. That's true. What's up, Orty? How are Thursday things for Orty? Spire done. I mean, Spire started. Spire done at 4 minutes would be something. That's hard to do. Fire it up, says Orty. Hey, look, a +1 attack. Cool. +1, early +1 here from Skey. Lings, this is a surprising number of Lings coming across from Killer. But we got Marines. We have a wall. I don't agree with this number of Lings being produced. I really don't. It hurts your economy so bad. I can still get a third base. It's fine. But look, 16 drones. Drone. Like, you need a couple drones to keep an eye on these move outs. This is Lings that you need to get damage with. If these Lings don't get damage, you are so behind economically for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Don't be doing that. Killer, seriously, my guy. He's baiting, right? He says, hey, come out here and kill these Lings. There's only 6 of us. You can easily do it, and then you'll be ahead. And then these Lings jump in and go, aha! 10 more Lings. You weren't expecting that, were you? But Skey seems to be immune to bait. I mean, he sends out a couple Marines and then keeps them close to home. Hold on. He's going for it. Ah, he does it. Never mind. He's good. It totally worked out. The medics all died. The Lings are inside the house. Ah, he was betting. He was betting on his ability to bait the Terran to move outside the wall, and he got him. Skey, come on. Yeah, they paid for themselves now. They're killing SCVs. They killed a ton of Marines. They killed every medic that was on the map. Dude, Killer. It was a risk. He would have looked dumb if it didn't work. I would have called him out for it if it didn't work. But it did work, so now he looks like a genius. Because hindsight is 20/20. That's fantastic. That was really good by Killer. All right, Killer's fine. I was worried about him. Now he's doing great. No work tomorrow. It's the weekend for Orty. Let's go. You get sunburned, please eat me, in February on the eastern coast of the United States. How did you do that? Maybe you're in Florida. Never really thought about that. Maybe you're in Florida. Muta's going to do Muta things. YH is a Florida man. No, he's Canadian. Please eat me, I think, might be a Florida man. Out on the Twitchy side. +1 attack coming in. Killer's trying to do the Soma thing of a lot of Mutalisks with a +1 attack. Can't argue too much about the strategy. Getting many SCV kills, just kinda whittling down the Marine count fairly effectively. Once again, a lot of Marines died in that early attack with those Lings. Every single Marine went down, and the medic. So the medic count is only 2, 3. It would be more than that if you could have kept them alive for the first 3 minutes. Queen's Nest, Lurker Aspect, everything is kosher back home for the Zerg. Killer, having a great time. Just making all the Mutalisks you could ever want in the entire world. They're going to have a full stack of them here. Still making them. Like, that's not a full stack Falcon. It doesn't matter. He's still building them. Terran, what are you up to, man? Double starport? Cool. Double control tower? Also pretty cool. Not trying to make wraiths against these Mutalisks, honestly. Not something you want to be doing at all. Hive timing, 9.5 minutes. Looking good. Keeping the Terran on this side of the map with Mutalisks, also pretty friggin' awesome. So he's got the full stack. He has a very injured Mutalisk in here, though, and the Marines will find it. I don't know how. The Marines will find it. What's up, Sosa Ribeiro? What's up, Andres? Welcome back. Happy... is it Friday where you are, or is it still Thursday? Late night Thursday, perhaps, for the people in the Europe right now. One sunken at the third base, just in case things get dicey here on Eclipse, and the Marines make it over there somehow, but they're not going to. They're falling back. Says, well, once I have a radiate, then we can push. I'm gonna put a bit of a timer on this whole thing. You're not getting, you're not getting in here. Why are you doing this? He's setting up for when the science vessels arrive with a radiate, because no, skey. Well, hold on a second. It's kind of working, actually. Very close to working. This last sunken. Lurker dead. Sunken getting huge hits off, and it's a hold with the Sunken at 69 hit points. Wow, Killer tried to skip on the Sunkens there. If those Sunkens were alive during the attack, then the Sunkens and the Lurkers would have crushed. But he didn't have the Sunkens yet. Now skey is setting up for yet another attack, and a Radiate comes in. That was amazing. It's a hold, but that's a lot of dead Mutalisks, man. You're not happy about that. If you have to use Mutalisks as base defense just to buy a couple extra seconds for your Sunkens to come up, you're not happy about that. He's coming in again, skey. Where are my Lurkers? Why are there only 2 Sunkens firing? Scourge, no. Well, one science vessel does go down. Other science vessel, no, just fine, thanks. Falling back again, Killer. Barely holding on here. He has 1 Sunken for defense. He's trying to build a Lurker for defense here too. But this is 2 base, 5 racks, double starport, science vessel energy upgrade coming in here too. How's it going, Jordan? Happiest of Thursdays. Gonna Nidus Canal the 3rd, because otherwise defending both these locations is gonna be friggin' impossible. Nidus, super helpful. I guess you could just drop reinforcements to every base that you needed them at. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Scourge! Okay, science vessel down. Worth. That was maybe 4 Scourge for a dead science vessel. Hydralisk Egg on the ramp. 3rd base coming in top side from skey as well. He's trying. Hydralisk, turns into a Lurker. Lurker gets a spine off before it dies. That's pretty good. Ah, it's fresh Lurkers out of the Nidus. The Nidus, a portal of terror. For Terrans and Protoss everywhere. Super annoying for Niduses to exist. Yeah. Not wrong, 4 Prime. Muta's heading up the left side. Uh-oh, this third base is in trouble if the Mutas can find it. And they probably will. Check, right? You check this base, you check this base, you check this base. Weird place. Double expanding is why. Oh, all right. Well, cancel, 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 cancel. Pause, at least. Maybe not a cancel, but a pause is good enough. A radiate split. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, ugh. Yeah. D-rank. D-rank split. He guessed wrong twice. It's not an F rank because he still saved some Mutalisk, but that was really bad. Come on, killer. Well, at least he... Why is this here? He tries to irradiate the science vessel. Oh, because he was boxer maneuvering. It's harder with one. Oh, all right, sure. The 14-minute single science vessel boxer maneuver. Pretty effective. 34 drones remaining. To 52 SCVs. Look, this base is going to land. This base is going to complete. All right, Skey, what's up? Ling Lurker jumping right. No, pull back. Get him out of there. Oh, no, and a Dark Storm here, too. Are we serious right now? He's killing his own turrets. That's the priority right now, not the Lings and the Lurkers outside your front door. Seriously, though? All right, bunker firing away. Unfortunately, Lurkers are invincible to machine gun fire while they're inside the Dark Swarm, sir. Okay, you're sending Marines into this? I don't know what that was by Skey, but it was pretty bad. That Lurker got way more kills than it should have. Maybe he thought it was dead already. Look at this. It's going to be like 2 Lurkers and a Dark Swarm here, too. Come on, Skey. You got this. Okay, well, he does force the Dark Swarm to come up further away from the mineral line. But guess what? We've got 2 Defilers here, so never mind. You delayed it a tiny bit, but now this... Oh, just full evacuation. Asked for a pause at 15 minutes. Feels plaguey, and there it is. Plague catches a science vessel, and that's it. Look, if you can plague a science vessel, that's a win for GG. All right, this base dies. This base is dying too. Bummer. Yeah, I think that all hinged back on the little sneak attack with Lings at the front door there that Killer basically baited Skey into. Wow. Yeah, got to be careful, Terrans. You move out there, there might be more Lings than you think waiting to pounce upon you there. Produced similar numbers of units, but Killer killed like 40 more there today. 3-to-1 buildings raised. The outspent here by Killer. It's about 3,000 or so. Nothing too crazy that way. YouTube keeps doing this. Dude, I set up my stream with manual ads selected. And when I go live, it goes automatic ads? And changes it on me. They change it to automatic ads without asking my permission. YouTube, screw you, man. Don't do that. Do not do that, please. So, Skey, 2 losses in 2 attempts. Man. All right. Gonna go get a little Coke Zero refill, but it looks like we have a Motive versus Shine game coming up next on Polestar. So let's check that one out. Check out Falcon Paladin Plays. Give me 1 minute. All right, we back. What do we got here? I think we got Motive versus Shine in a PvZ here on Polestar. Yep, that's what it is. All right, bam. We're back in the StarCraft. Again, Falcon Paladin plays these days has definitely been the Age of Empires 2. Been a lot of fun. Learn some history. Learning how Age of Empires work. What units counter the other one's been a lot of fun. Bottom right, it's Shine. Top left, it is Motive here on Polestar. So yeah, looks like about 12 hours ago, England arrested Prince Andrew in connection with the Epstein files. So countries are starting to make arrests in regards to what was been found in the Epstein files. The U.S. still has not arrested anybody at all outside of Epstein himself and Ghislaine Maxwell. But, you know, this theory that they didn't traffic women to anyone doesn't seem to be holding up to scrutiny at all. So we'll see what happens in America with that as time goes on. Probe coming up at the front, getting that pylon down. Do I know about the aloe vera plant? I do. Aloe vera can be used to reduce the pain of sunburns. And it's just got this, like, gel inside of it. You go to the aloe vera plant, you break off the tip, and it's just, like, goopy. It's all goopy inside. Kind of neat. So, Overpool down here from Shine. Keeping it serious here. Moto's probably the better player here, but we'll see. We'll see if Shine can pull off a win or not. I believe it's possible. I believe in Shine. He is a shiny, shiny boy. He's not Nexus firsting. Motive in a PvZ. Nexus first blind against an Overpool, but if it doesn't get scouted, he'll get away with it. And he's not really scouting. He's sending Overlords. That's not going to find it in time. The Lings are going to check the shorter rush distances. They're not going to check a cross spawn first. Dude, Motive has gotten away with this. Motive's gotten away with this. That's all. That's it. It's very simple. Let's get a prediction out. Awesome. So Nexus Forge Gateway. RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game. That's what they say. He's just blind getting a third. All right, blind third base at 2:30. Wow. Time. 240. 240, really fast third, nevertheless. So Lings are out. Probe says, wait, were those Lings? What's up, fish boy? Happy Thursday, man. So he's sending Lings here, and he's sending them cross-spawn because the Overlord saw no Protoss in the bottom left. But by the time he gets here, it's too late. Again, cross-spawn. He gets in and says, you already have a Nexus, you son of a gun. Well, I'm going to avoid your cannon as much as I can. And the probe's like, but are you, though? Yeah, chase him back towards the cannon. It's like, either fight a probe or fight a cannon. And they're like, we would rather fight probes. Think you're going to die either way, my friends. Yeah, there you go. Clean. So clean. Well, I'm glad I got that fast third base. If it had been like a 2-gate or something, he would have canceled the third. But as it stands, he lets that sucker finish and maybe considers getting a fourth base, too. Because this is a massive advantage here. Nexus firsting in a PvZ from Motive is awesome. Hydra Den coming in. No Spire, no Lair either. I like this. I kind of like this out of Shine. A little bit harder to hold a Hydra Bust if you want Nexus first. What's up, Phoenix 1358? Thank you. Thanks for your kind words. Hope you're having a great Thursday as well. Zealot just kind of pokes out, decides to go back home. Probe will go for the scout here. Lings are out. Hydra speed coming in. Hydra bust is the next step in this game from Shine. Guaranteed. This is where you don't really go Corsairs, right? He's got a +1 attack. I bet you $1 he will cancel that +1 attack here very soon. Before it finishes. He'll cancel it because you have to cancel it before you finish it, or it's a cut. Or else you can't cancel it. Citadel of Adun coming in. Zealot's going to be good. Oh, Max is here. Max sent me a killer replay for Sunday. Looking forward to that one. As always, be sure to check out the schedule. See what the plan is for the rest of the week here. So Hydras are coming, and see, this is where you see the Hydras and go, oh. And he cancels. Yep, cancels the +1 attack immediately. Stops making Corsairs. They're not going to help against this Hydra bust ever. And this is the play. So, Hydra bust. Will it work? Well, Gateway's probably going to die. Forge is going to be a harder kill. Big beat. He is going for this, man. He is jumping in to kill cannons. Probes have to get pulled out of desperation here. This is an attempt to punish the Nexus first. And thank you, Big Beat, for the follow out on Twitch. Trying to get to 4,000 followers on the Purple Dimension. And everyone helps a lot. Blizimi says, you can counter mech by delaying speed and then get into Arbiters instead. This upgrade, will it survive or get canceled? At this rate, I think you got to bring the Zealots out and try to save it. No, Motives lets it die. He cancels it. Dude, +1 attack getting canceled is so big. Those Zealots need it against these Hydras. More gateways, a Forge up there to restart that upgrade. I think Shine's going to win this thing, folks. You need more cannons than this. I'm not sure that 4 is going to be enough. Okay, 5. There's 5. Maybe that's enough. But Hydras are here in big numbers. Zealots are slow. They don't have an attack upgrade. More cannons are getting fired up because of course they are. Because what else can he do? You can't get Zealots with upgrades. The Zealot leg upgrade is late. Busts in. Once again, if you have enough cannons, especially if the Hydras don't have any attacker armor upgrades, the cannons are going to be fine. Probe's getting sniped out here is not good, but dude, it's 41 to 20 workers. Cannon down. Zealot tanking shots, man. Storm would be nice. The one Corsair is trying to get kills, but when you open Hydra Den, that's where you don't lose. That's where you don't lose the Overlords. Templar Archives on the way from Motive, but everything's been late. The Citadel's been late. The Zealot legs upgrade has been late. The +1 attack is late. But the Zealots say, who cares if we don't have +1 attack? We could beat these guys anyway. And that's exactly what's going on here. He's just chasing. The Hydras are fleeing for their lives. Overlord scouts in. Sees the double Forge. I mean, is he going to catch a glimpse? Yep, sees the Templar Archives up there too. So good job. Overlord dies, but definitely worth the information that he got. And then the counterattack. You don't have any... Oh, Shine. You're pulling like one sunken would have been so good. It would have been okay. Well, he does have a sunk. There you go. That's what he had. It was on the way. It was just late. Oh my gosh, the drone massacre here though is massive. 30 drones remaining to 47 probes for the Protoss. The timings. Donuts doesn't understand anything English, but he's watching. I bet we have somebody who speaks your language in chat here today. That's a great counter. I agree, Wander. And just the sunken was just late. If this sunken is done when the zealots arrive and the hiders are back there, I think Motive just goes home instead of killing 8 or 9 drones and then forcing the resources to go into more drones. Did invest in a second Corsair, which is not too bad. 1 kill apiece. Acceptable here for Corsairs. They scout as well, though. I mean, the scouting information is as important as any kills they're going to get here. So High Templar are out. Singularity Charge is on the way. Storm is done. Shine. Yeah, third base is going to get set up here right about now. Late Spire attempt from Shine. This can work. If you can sneak a late Spire out and really catch the Protoss off guard. Yeah, see how this one Sunken and all these Hiders handled these Zealots this time? Because the Sunken was there this time. It wasn't gone. But if you get Mutas out, you start sniping High Templar, and the Corsair count is 2, and the Protoss didn't know that Mutas were coming, it can be really, really effective. So let's see what he gets here. Let's see if he sees the spot. He flew through here. He knows. Doesn't he know? He's gotta know. He flew through here with the Corsairs. I was talking about how they're good at scouting. And the Spire is done, which means it's been up here running for a couple of minutes at least. He saw that. And yet he's not making more Corsairs. Ha! 40. Donetsk knows Russian, Ukrainian, and Polish. Sometimes we have an Ivan here from Russia. Got a couple of viewers from Poland who also are here sometimes too. What's up, Leon? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the StarCraft. Welcome to the day before the weekend for most people. For Ordy, it is his weekend, which is nice. Gotta love that. Scourge, no. Hydras, yes. Finally got a +1 attack there. Ventral Sacs, and now Psystorm's coming in. Wow, he delayed Psystorm to get Dragoon range first. Yeah, Phoenix is Polish. There you go. We have a really international audience on this channel. StarCraft bridges cultures a lot. 4th base, yes, for the Zerg, like that. A little bit late compared to the 3rd base timing. Yeah, Max Tyler's in Belarus. Exactly my point. We've got people from South America, North America, Europe, Asia, Australia, every continent, Africa sometimes. Africa's the one. StarCraft is not very popular in any African country, I would say. I'm not sure the last time we had somebody, maybe from South Africa, who popped in to say hello. Yeah, Leon. The Sins versus Rush game that I posted today on the main channel with the Disruption Web, yeah. Yeah, Leon was like, I was hoping Disruption Web would beat the tanks. It's hard to do. It's hard for D-Web to beat tanks. If it was easy to do, we'd see Disruption Web against tanks all the time. Ooh, Lurker drop attempt here from Shine. Just, drops are always good. I just don't know what else to say about it. Ooh, this base is dead. What the heck, Motive? Naked Expand, really. Not a single Zealot to try to keep this alive. So, drops are always good. You're behind, drop. You're ahead, drop. You can make huge swings in the game with a single drop. Oh, for example, these Lurkers. Oh, he whiffed the storm! He whiffed the storm! Okay, second storm gets it. Yo! Lurker unloading. Maybe... Unload it and run the Lurker away! Run away! Run away! Okay, finds a position. Trying to find a position. No, definitely not. Good cannon spots there. This base is dead. Drops can also be kind of fail as well. Oh, wait, can this position? Oh, okay. Yeah, this position can kill the probes down here. I didn't even think about that when I saw that drop coming in. Motive. Oh, Maelstrom is an option here. Not enough energy for it, though. And they're going to snipe the Dark Archon, aren't they? They're going to snipe him before he gets the Maelstrom off. Are they going to do it? 7, 8, 9, 100. Maelstrom, pop it. Pop it now before you die, big man. What do you... Did he just aim move into those hiders instead? Motive, no. Oh, there's a lot to keep track of. Fine. He wasn't keeping track of the energy on that Dark Archon as much as he should have been, but that's disappointing. Man, Epic TvZ has collected 6,000 views, says Max. Which... Oh, the one that you submitted. Yeah, that was awesome. No, Size Door. Okay, base surviving. Base alive. That's what we do here. Where are we at? 155 to 96 supply. Motive is up. Motive kept his third alive. His fourth base died, but he killed the fourth base of the Zerg too, so he's okay with that. 3 base to 3 base. He's very, very happy. Yeah, of course, in the days of Google Translate and ChatGPT, you can translate your language to pretty much anything else. Wait, did he not have Maelstrom when the Dark Archon died, Wander? I was making some assumptions there. All right, Hero versus Light. High Templar trying to get sniped. Not a High Templar died there. That's a lot of dead Hydras, too. All right, well, Shine is dead. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Base canceled. Army value ginormous. No Dark Swarm. No Plague, no Adrenal, no Hive. He's got the Queen's Nest, but he hasn't started the Hive yet. Checks to make sure there's not a base there, but this base here's coming in. Yeah, Shine's dead. Shine is dead. Lurker drop was kind of a fail. Motive just kind of played it normal, defended the drops, dealt with the Lurkers really effectively, just macroed, and Shine could not keep up, is the whole thing. Yeah. Size Storm. Lurker's trying to burrow in and do something. Dying immediately. Oh, gosh. Counterattack. No, there's High Templar there too. GG. And that's it. That's all she wrote. That is a win for Motive, getting the win with the Nexus first. The Nexus first helped. The Hydra Bust did not succeed. He lost way too many Hydras. Didn't get enough damage done there, I would say. Canceled the +1 attack. That was a nice move by Shine, but... at the end of the day, just too many Dragoons with 3-2 upgrades against your Hydras and Lurkers and Lings, and that's it. No Adrenal, no Plague, no Dark Swarm, no nothing. Dark Archon was like, I was ready, coach. I was ready to Maelstrom some stuff. And then he didn't do it. Tragically. All right. End of the day, 91,000 points to 128,000 points in favor of Motive. Motive gets the win. He got outproduced 2-1, but it's a really solid, closer to a 3-1 out kill there. 14-1 buildings raised. Shine killed a lot of cannons, but not much else. And the outspend by the Protoss? Never mind. Yeah, you outspend as a Protoss in a PvZ. You probably win forever. Okay, let's head out to US West BattleNet. Let's get some live games going on here. So many people who are interested in doing it on a Thursday, because I don't know how many people are. Let's be real about this. Let's see, grab that one. And then grab the first 4 replays from the 2025 folder. Great. We won't cast those again. Excellent. So US West, we go. Give some people a minute to get here. It is not quite 5 o'clock on the East Coast. Not quite 5 p.m. We've been streaming on Thursday for years, for over a year now, Max. If you just bookmark the schedule, it'll show you when I'm going to be streaming for the next week. But the general, we have something Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the Brood War channel every single week. Every single week. All right. War Prime hopped in. Ah! I am the 7th flag is here too. Nice. Please Eat Me has aloe vera gel on his face, which again indicates he got sunburned, unfortunately. But we can wait for a minute to start this thing up. I'm in Utah. Boom. Boom. What's up, Dev? Happy Thursday. Weekend is coming for sure. Okay, we'll do a bacon just to warm up, right? Good thing to warm up with. You get a little 5-minute free period to begin. Don't really have to worry about getting cannon rushed all that much, although maybe you should kind of be worried about getting cannon rushed. Depending on who's out here. Okay, so 4 Prime hops in. He is ready and raring to go. Hey, what's up, RTB? Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Still haven't been able to find a 9-to-5 job. Been applying, got a couple nice rejections yesterday, but it's like horrible out there. Don't know how else to explain it. So bad, but people here are helping to keep me alive with super chats, with PayPal donations, Venmo. Hans just did 3 gifted subs out on Twitch, which helps too. So we lived in 2025. We'll see if we can live in 2026. Yep, I agree about that, Max, as well. Password is SOCK. S-O-C-K. Wow, check this action out. 296. Who you? 296. We just wanted to obs. Yeah, I don't think we have any spots for that. So we got some good people in here. Nice. All right, RJB is going to try to kill people. RJB, Wander, please eat me. And full prime. Let's go. Game number 1 here on the live stream portion of the stream. The live games portion, I guess you could say. Okay, top left, it's 4 prime. Playing Terran as usual. Sometimes he's Zerg, but today he's Terran. Top right, please eat me. Protoss as per usual. Bottom right is Wander. And bottom left, RJB. What's my profession? I was in software testing, software quality assurance, Max. Looking for a job either in software testing or maybe in technical writing, which is also something that I'm good at and have a degree sort of in. Wander says, what do you think of the wealth tax? Yeah, QA, Dove. Wealth tax is stupid. All of my millions gone, he says. Are the defenses permanently invincible? They are, yes. Ask Blizzard. Blizzard is dead. Blizzard isn't alive anymore. Blizzard has nothing going for it. Although they did somehow manage to release a new class for Diablo 2. So like maybe they were more alive than I thought they were, but I thought for sure they were dead. They have like an intern, maybe 2 interns working on Blizzard products there at Microsoft Activision Blizzard. There's no way they've attributed it that much manpower to the game, although whoever managed to make a Warlock class for Diablo 2, a game that came out in 2000, folks. Maybe they knew what was up. So pretty early gas here from 4 prime. Probably gonna mech it. That's what you do when you have enemies that are Protoss and Zerg. Mech is good against all that stuff. Hatch first. Into pool. Kind of surprised Wander didn't go for like a hatch pool play. He likes to be pretty greedy in this. But RJB's out here, and RJB is scary. Although, RJB Nexus firsted, so he's not trying to cannon rush anyone, not trying to 2-gate anybody either. Just trying to keep people on their toes. Yeah? Doesn't mean he's not going to try to kill somebody eventually, but at least not in the first couple of minutes. Sometimes QA ruins my day, says Dev. That's kind of QA's job. Your day gets ruined, so the customer's day doesn't get ruined. Is the idea. RJB.TV. What's up, Save Your Sword? How's your Thursday going? Bum, bada, bum, bum. 25 seconds to first flag reveal in the center here. Pick up the flag with a worker. Return it to your beacon. Everyone has one in their base. You get a point. Get 7 points and you win. Wander, 3 Nexus. RJB, 3 Hatch. Oh no, Honey Mustard Pringles, Savior Sword. Pretty good. There you go, flag pickup, please eat me. Got the Dragoons out, went fast, right? 2 gate, later expand, army bigger, get some early captures, but it's hard to keep that going long enough to get 7 captures. Everybody else is going to try to shut you down. So flag's in the middle, and it looks like 4 Prime's going to get this one. Nobody's in position to stop him. Nobody's in position to chase him down either. Both RJB and Wander recognize you don't really need to get the early captures to win. So 4 Prime gets one, trying to set up to get his second capture now is Please Eat Me. We'll see if these... Wow, that's a lot of Hydras from RJB all of a sudden. Holy smokes, what a build. The old 5-minute lot of Hydras build. Probably waiting for a speed upgrade, maybe a range upgrade here. But no, Please Eat Me is going to get his second capture too. Wander cannoning against particular attacks. Doesn't really have much. Probably just probing up like crazy. Working on a Citadel of Adun back there. Please Eat Me decides to hold the flag for just a minute, which can be dangerous. Or, never mind. Take a roundabout way to capture it. Fair enough. So here comes like 12 Hydralisks. What's up with Cannon City, says I am the 7th flag. Not sure what Wander is cannoning up for. It's really, really paranoid stuff from Wander. Not usually how he plays, but maybe he's just worried about RJB hitting him with these Hydras, which is fair. Ah, and RJB is trying to get a capture. Sometimes he doesn't care about getting a capture. Ah, Savior Sword. Work can get in the way. So Stargate, Stargate. So 2 Stargates here. Not going to do anything against RJB with all the Hydras. But 2 captures for Please Eat Me, 1 for RJB, 1 for meching 4 Prime. His tanks don't seem to have siege yet. He's trying to bait into these spider mines. Okay. Oh no. Oh no! What a Hydra connection! Oh! That was like 8 Hydras for 1 spider mine. 8! RJB blames the latency for that one. Gotta blame something for that one because holy smokes, the cost efficiency is through the roof. How does he not have siege mode yet? Wow. All right, that's gonna be 2 caps for 4 Prime then. Feeling good. Mass Hydra against siege tank is not gonna do particularly well. Wander's getting a 4th base here. Nobody has a 4th base yet. 3rd base, look at this. Please Eat Me getting a 3rd base at 8.5 minutes. Good on him. And then going right into carriers. I'm not sure how well good we feel about that. What's up, Purple? How are things in Norway today? Everybody excited about the Olympics? Hydras say, hey, you don't have enough tanks, but also, mate, why is the drone coming this way? Snipe the drone with your siege tanks. No, he lives. He lives. Wow, there were not enough tanks there for sure. RJB sniffed that out. Said, nope. Not a critical number of tanks, not for that kind of a Hydra attack. And RJB casually going to get his 2nd capture here. So 3 Stargates. Maybe Arbiters? Fleet Beacon. Might go mass Arb. Might not be wrong about that one. Flag in the middle. Who shall come pick it up? RJB wants it. RJB, for maybe the first time ever, first time in a long time, is seriously playing the objective here, which I appreciate. No Arbiter Tribunal. That's true. There it is. So Mass Arb, I guess. Sounds like a reasonable strategy for anyone. RJB's like, I guess we can just wander in and pick it up. How's Norway doing in the medal count, Purple? Although you're a transplant. You're not even Norwegian. But I guess you live there, so you probably have some Norwegian pride. Hey, what's up, Jones? How's it going, Jones? Thanks for the raid, man. How you doing? How was your stream? What were you streaming, I guess, is the question. So instead of getting his third cap, he holds onto the flag. You can hold it for 2 minutes. That timer up there, once it goes down, the flag respawns back in the middle. And you miss out on a capture, so you got to be careful with that. There's a queen's nest, about 10 minutes. He's not going to skip out on Hive. Just playing some ASL maps. Nice. What's some of the fun stuff on the ASL maps? I think Attitude? Isn't that one of the new ASL maps? As Attitude? Hey, Dead Moros joining the Discord server here just a minute ago. What's up, Top Shelf? How's your week been? When's your insanity over? Is it soon? Or are you still working like 80 hours a week? Siege tanks against Dragoons, good. Siege tanks against Hydras, also good. So 3 caps for RJB. He's in the lead, folks. No one's really... I mean, there's a little bit of lurker shenaniganry here by RJB up against 4 Prime, but not like a concerted attempt to kill him or anything. Still no third base from 4 Prime is a problem. Audit's over on Sunday, but you're off on Friday, so you're done. Hey, congratulations, Top Shelf. You made it. You made it through the busy time. Now he can watch StarCraft streams a lot more often. RJB really wants this left side base. You will need more bases than the enemy Protoss and the enemy Terran. It's just the nature of the StarCraft. Did he pick that up? 4 Prime picked that up. Four Prime got it. All right, bam. Tied for first. Tied for first. Got an SCV down here for Bucket Brigade. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 4 Prime, he's worried about the lurkers. He's being really distracted, which is, I mean, that's how StarCraft works. You distract somebody and then they can't win. Top Shelf is like, and then there's all this more work I have to do. Turns out, work is never over. It's the nature of work. So a Dragoon... Ow. Oh. Okay. Ah! 4 Dragoons down for 2 Spider Mines. Spider Mines are too good, man. Too good. 4 caps for 4 Prime. Does not have an SCV down here to do it again. Match Point and Jane Doe are going to feature some hilarity. Is it Match Point? The old map Match Point. From like the mid-2000s Match Point. Is that... Did they bring that one back? I need to look over the whole map pool. All right, Please Eat Me's coming in, being like, oh, it's my time. He's got a probe here too. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Please Eat Me, get the probe, get a capture. Let's do this thing before RJB comes in and murders you. All he's got is Hydras though. +2 Hydras, pretty good stuff. Probe sneaking in again, taking a bit of a roundabout pathing there. It's fine. The old 1 base, 10 base map Match Point. Yeah, it's back. Wow. Okay, that's fun, Jones. I like to see older maps coming back. Your Utah package. Extend, nice size. Storm, go! Please eat me! Storm the Hydras, get them all! It said it was going to be delivered on the 24th and then it arrived today? That's hilarious, Top Shelf. That's the under-promise, over-deliver strategy of business. Okay, and then Please Eat Me gets another capture in all of the chaos. Dude. This dude, Psystorm Carrier against Mass Hydra, pretty good. Look at this, 4-3-3. Wander's maybe going to start playing now. He's got Carriers, he's got High Templar, Zealots, Reavers, Arbiters, Corsairs. Wander's casually at 192 supply. The next closest person is 4 Prime at 130. No, why'd he come back? Run! Did he bring the flag back? What was that? You should have 4 anyway. PvP Carrier Storm Battles. Let's go. Reaver shots for the ground stuff. Carriers for the air stuff. Psystorm for all the stuff. That's what we like to see as Please Eat Me gets its 4th capture. This might be an all-time record for Please Eat Me here. What the heck is a Gorilla Shroom top shelf? What are you talking about? Willis? And then Please Eat Me is like, good enough. I'm going to fall back. Try to not die. Hydra Lurker here to fight against a Reaver Psystorm Carrier squad. I don't know. Reaver connections and Psystorm are going to be really big here, and they certainly are. Wow. Okay, good storms on that one. Please Eat Me's Carriers come out of stasis and run for their lives. It's supposed to improve thinking with mushroom extracts. All right. Well, if it works for you, that's fantastic. Gorilla Shrooms. Coming out of Idaho. What an idea. Spawn Broodlings. Oh, yeah. RJB's got the queens. He's trying to take tanks out with Spawn Broodling. Rad stuff. Wander down to 124 supply. He was at 190. Wait, who picked up the flag? Did 4 Prime get it? Wander picked it up. Hot didgeridoo. All right, so he's got a capture. Wander controls center. All the Reavers are dead. All the High Templar are dead. All the Zealots he brought to this party are also dead. He's got 1 capture, but he also has the biggest bank, sort of. I don't know, man. These Hydras are like, you can just kill carriers, you know. Trying to split against the High Templar. This guy wanders into Hydras and dies immediately. No storm whatsoever. Then Please Eat Me comes around the backside. There's a Dark Swarm Hydra, though. Ah! Wander's in a lot of trouble with a lot of carriers on this side, and then Dark Swarm Hydra on the other side. Not ideal. Oh, yeah, his carriers are getting focused down by Please Eat Me, sort of. There you go. Kills one of them anyway. What gives you when you stand too close to the beacon? Not sure what you mean, Alpha. Look at this. Forcing Wander completely back. He's at 145 supply, which is, again, more supply than anybody, but 4 Prime's not far behind. He's got 2-2 on his tanks, which is friggin' amazing. In the middle here, if you pick up the flag, if you're here in the middle. I don't know if 4 Prime's going to get this one. Jericho says it's a Terran favored map. If you can get like 20 siege tanks and 20 Goliaths just parked right here, it's really hard for everybody else to dislodge, as we all know. SCB does have a path to kind of sneak through. Let's see if he has enough to handle 6 carriers and an Arbiter with a stasis. 2 stasises. 1. Good enough. He got a lot of those Goliaths. It's a lot of vultures on the ground here too. Okay, 4-4-3-1. 4 Please Eat Me, and it's 4 Prime, and then it's 3 for Please for RJB, and then 1 for Wander. Zealots trying to break this. Unfortunately, the vultures didn't get stasis as much as the Goliaths did, and so the Zealots all die. No, RJB is trying to kill Wander. All right. Pretty classic RJB style stuff here. It's like, if all you have are carriers and cannons. What's up, Detroit? Hello, hello. Yeah, Biscuit Dude, you're not wrong about that. It is really challenging micro situation in StarCraft, no matter what's going on, especially in professional level games. So please eat me. 98 supply of pretty much carrier at this point. Lost one, so he's down to 92. 4 SCVs coming in to pick the flag up. This is 7. This is going to be 7. Dude, RJB trying to kill the Wander completely screwed RJB out of possibly winning the game. Unless this SCV gets blocked and bottled up and the carriers snipe it, or maybe a queen spawn broodlings it or something. The carriers need to right-click on the SCV. They got him. They got him. But lost the carrier in the process. Where are more SCVs? There's one. He's trying to get up here and picks it up where his buddy left off. He needs to move. Carrier says, die, SCV, die. I must kill you. Yes, gets him. Gets him before he dies, but he's definitely dead. He stops running, too. So that's not ideal. More SCVs, maybe. Dark Swarm Lurker shutting down this position, but it's not enough to stop this. Okay, 1 minute left on it. I don't think anyone's in a position to stop him, and 4 Prime is gonna pull it off. Let's go, 4 Prime. Bam. Excellent job there by 4 Prime. Yeah, 2 gassing Terran player in 20 minutes gets the victory. Really not bad at all, 4 Prime. Way to get that win. Excellent. And again, the fact that RJB didn't play the objective and instead tried to kill Wander really opened that door for 4 Prime to get the win. So there you go. That's the first one today, Detroit. Yep. So what do we got here? Killed the most stuff today. 4 Prime did. Tanks are pretty good at that. Also, the spider mines were really cost efficient as well. Wander outspent everyone, but carrier not going to do as well against an amazing Zerg player as RJB is. So there you go. Nobody picked 4 Prime to win. Yeah, those mines destroyed the goons and the Hydras. Definitely did. Do we have enough people for a random Happy Phantom on a Thursday? I feel like we probably do at this point. Let's see. Let's see if we do. We had Bazump, we had I Am the 7th Flag, we had 4 Prime, we had Jericho all in here too. He likes to play it. Zerg sucks in that mode, says RJB. It really does. Yes, yes it does. I agree. There we go. Jericho, 4 Prime, Wander, I Am the 7th Flag, Specchio, Please Eat Me, Detroit, Bazump. We'll let the new guy in here. Over Wander. We'll get some new blood. New blood plays. They like their experience, and then they come back. That's the whole hope here. As more people playing, the more exciting and more fun this is. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I don't know who Shaman is. Hopefully he's cool. Or she is cool. One of the two. I'll go put on a hoodie. It is a little bit cold in here today. 30 degrees outside, below freezing. For those of you in Celsius, that is below 0 degrees outside right now in February. Okay, reaction, Phantom mode. Bam. Let's get the names in the top left so y'all know who's who without being spoiled on the result in the first minute and a half, because that's not a fun way to watch a Phantom mode. The whole fun is you don't know who's who. You're constantly working at it. Your brain's going, wait, who could the Phantom be? What is today, the 19th? It is. Okay, pick that up, pull that down. And check. Goes the weasel. Aw, it's so small though. He's so small. Alright, top left. Da 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 da. Oops, hold on. Specchio. 12 o'clock. Detroit. Top right. Bazump. Right side. Jericho playing toss. Bottom right, a dark blue Zerg. It is casually this shaman guy. We don't know who it is, but I'm sure they're awesome. 6 o'clock. 4 prime. Bottom left, I am the 7th flag. On the left side, it is Psychonauts. You're going to bet on Psychonauts? Usually what I do here is I bet on if the Phantom or the Paladin will win. Yeah. I know, Top Shelf. We barely got into winter over the last week, but the rest of the country has been buried under 10 feet of snow the whole time. Not us, somehow. Don't know how. But yeah, Leon, if you want to, like... I don't know, it's tough. How about this? Once we're down to, like, 5 people, I'll let you bet on who the Phantom is. But again, if there's 2 Phantoms, then that's hard too, right? I don't know how to do that. Happy's here. What's up, Happy? Love this from Specchio. Just completely taking the third base away from Psychonauts. Zerg players need third bases more than you do, Specchio. Top shelf. Yeah, not wrong. If you're just an Olympic athlete, you can only compete once every 4 years. So, I mean, ideally, you should be training during those 4 years, but it's not like you can be a professional Olympic athlete the whole time. I mean, I guess... maybe you're doing advertisements and stuff as a professional athlete, professional Olympic athlete. 4 prime going to factory here. Yeah. What? Why did Specchio lift his command center? That was weird. Accident, maybe? Anyway, Jericho says, "You're taking my base." Ah, aggression from Jericho against Shaman. Let's go. Wait, not Shaman. This is... I am the 7th flag took it. Wow. See, this is where third bases are limited on this map. Only 4 people can get a third base. Zerg should really prioritize getting a third base, unless Psychonauts said he's a knight, in which case he doesn't really need them. Oh, he's a paladin, so he doesn't really need the gas. Okay, fair enough. So he's basically a 3-gassing Zerg on 2 bases already. That's reasonable, I suppose. I suppose. So 3 base in Bazump. 3 basing Jericho, 3 basing Specchio, and then 3 basing 4 Prime, but I am the 7th flag wants to share this with him, so I don't know, whatever that means. Shaman down here's got a lot of Sunkens in his main. He's got double Spore here and more Sunkens at his natural, so he's really static defensed up here. Again, first time playing Phantom, unless this is somebody under a different name that has already played with us. I don't know. Nobody seems to be going DTs or like fast lurker drops or anything, although these Overlords could be doing something sneakily. Could be pretty sneaky when it comes right down to it. Fact from Specchio, he's going to 3rd gas, 3 gassing meching turn. We know how scary that is in every matchup. Really scary against Protoss in particular. Specchio says, I really don't feel like I'm getting anything here. What did he say he is? Oh, he's a paladin. Okay, so yeah, extra gas. Extra gas, but no extra minerals. That might be what's happening, Leon. Yeah. We've got the Happy Phantom command happy. And takes them to the document that lists all, so you don't have to type them out. That's the whole point. Bazump's going nukes. Let's go. Let's go, Bazump. Bring the thunder. Yeah. Gonna make a nuke silo here. I think I am gonna go get a hoodie. This is ridiculous. Too cold in my own house. Gotta keep that heat low so as to keep the budget reasonable these days. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna follow Specchio's camera, and I'll be right back. Tap that like button, follow, maybe gift a sub, or subscribe yourself. Yo, what? Okay, we come back to some absolute chaos here. Slow it down. What do we got? Bit of an attack here from Psychonauts against I am the 7th flag for some reason. That's a weird place to attack. 4 Prime's in here trying to kill him too. He says, hello! I guess people decided that they were going to be suspicious of him. Alright. Bazump's just kind of sitting here looking at Specchio. He's not actually attacking him at all. And then a bunch of Mutalisks show up from Psychonauts because he's got a ton of gas. Kill Purple. Hey, 4 Prime's killing you too, man. You gotta blame 4 Prime as well. He's pretty weak, says Specchio. I'm not really that worried about him. I am not a phantom, he says. The beacon in the middle tells you what your role is. I said you're a pirate, Psychonauts is arguing. I mean, the mutas don't kill buildings very quickly. Jericho's got Ground Arbiter. Shaman down here has got a bunch of Hydralisks and Sunkens, and he's just... Maybe he got the Survivor role. He's just trying to stay alive to the end of the game. Could be it. Bazump's all mech'd up. Detroit is casually Dragoon Zealot High Templard. Good stuff that way. Yeah, 4 Prime again is pretty responsible for this. And he was a pirate. Oh, Bazump sniffed him out. Nicely done. So pirate, if they can collect 15,000 minerals into their bank, it removes all the mineral patches from the rest of the map. It's pretty good stuff. Fear us, for we are 3s, says Specchio. Psychonauts is like, I'm taking 7. I did the work. I earned it. That's what I like to see here from the Phantom. Well, not the Phantom. Psychonauts still could be Phantom. There are always 2 Phantoms. 75% of the time, 2 Phantoms. 25% of the time, 1 Phantom. There you go. Bazump knows what's up. You do know who Phantom is. It was yesterday because you left the game and saw the final scores. Please do not reveal that to the rest of the class. What's up, Tyrion? Psychonauts is doing pretty good. As a paladin, he sniffed out a pirate. Killed him. So I think Psychonauts is probably winning, unless he's lying about being a paladin. And actually, he's a phantom, which would be hilarious, because he's phantom like 75% of the time somehow. That's not how this works. There should be nobody who plays with us that gets phantom more than anybody else by this much, but it is what happens. 4 Prime's like, I just need vultures, man. They're good. What's up, baby T-Rex? How's your Thursday going, man? Hope it is a wunderbar. Specchio says, me and you, we'll fight somebody together. Dun dun dun. PBT-Rex thinks it's Detroit. Detroit is playing slow. Uh-oh. There are accusations in-game. against Detroit now. Oh, look at this. Guardians, Devours, Lings. Jericho's got a Dark Archon, which is pretty sweet. You can't give guesses. It was yesterday. You saw the final scores. You're not allowed to guess. You know what it is. Look at the smiley face that he's making. Look at that. That's great. It's a weird kind of... The eyes, the nose, the mouth here. Kind of fun. One more pylon there. We'll do it. It's kind of a... Ooh, yeah. Kind of a spider face with the extra eyes. Yeah. That's what it is. Needs some spider fangs then. Maybe put some pylons down here for fang purposes. That would be cool. So it's just Devours, which means I don't think that's for... I mean, what are... nobody has that big of an air army. The heck, Specchio? Ah, so they're not trying to make fun of Protoss, says Leon. It's definitely something else. Definitely going after Terrans, because they have a nose. This is a survivor build. Look at this. Million lurkers, sunkens, spores, hydras, spore. More static defense out of shaman here. Like, I haven't seen a Zerg turtle up this hard in a really long time. Bazomp's stealing minerals from everyone. He's stealing Specchio's minerals. He's stealing Jericho's minerals. 4 Prime really enjoys the fact that he's got spider mines everywhere. Specchio's like, all right, we go. Detroit's taking resources. What? Wait, what? Ah, Jericho's giving up his own Nexus. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay, so then he's going to give Bazump some more minerals. Bazump already has a 3rd base. Ah! Okay, Psychonauts is going after Detroit. Let's see how this goes. Does Detroit recognize what's happening yet? He's not really moving his army. I'm not sure he knows this is a thing. Now he recognizes it. Now he sees what's going on, and he's like, so why are you killing me, Psychonauts? He's got Guardians, he's got Devours, pretty good Air Zerg composition here. Is he going, or was he just killing this Nexus? Wait, Detroit's not the mayor. I thought Bazump was the mayor. Specchio's trying to stop the violence. Detroit's not moving. Also, these Guardians are not killing these gates. They're pretty happy to just kill the Nexus and be done with it. Psychonauts is like, I'm not attacking a mayor. What are you even talking about? Psychonauts thinking hard. He is going after Detroit. Okay. I don't know, man. Detroit's like, I'm getting killed by Psychonauts over here. He's leaving the gates, though, and he's not making a move up here. I'm not sure what this is. Detroit's like, I'm not attacking him. Detroit's like, dude, he's attacking me. Why is this okay? Psychonauts is like, anybody? We're at 21 minutes, folks. We've killed one person. Let's go. You know the drill.
Nuclear launch detected.
And the chaos has arrived. Bazump trying to kill Detroit. We've got 4 Prime. Ah! 4 Prime was heading north, and he just... There we go. We're back. So Detroit's getting nuked into oblivion by Bazump. Looks like he's going to die. Specchio wants 4 Prime to die as well. 4 Prime's like, no, 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 no. Why me? Don't kill me. Psychonauts is not really assisting in the death of 4 Prime either here. Jericho just kind of sitting out of it. Wow, all right. Shaman's in here to help kill 4 Prime. He's trying anyway. He's running into a lot of siege tanks and spider mines, though. Ooh, look at the D-Matrix on the Hydralisks. Specchio D-Matrixing the Hydras to stand a little bit better against the tanks. Still doesn't work out that well. Actually, Detroit, why'd you unally me? I'm a mayor. Detroit doesn't read the chat. He's kind of like Toy Cop that way. We're kind of just focused on macroing for the most part. You attacked me, says Detroit. I did, says Bazump. Well, that's a confession. Shaman kind of running out of stuff here. 4 Prime says, I'm getting hit by Specchio and Shaman. For some reason, let's kill Detroit, see what happens up here, and then we'll move it on. Yeah, there we go. Psychonauts started this like 10 minutes ago. And he's finally doing it. Finally trying to finish him off. Unfortunately for Shaman, he attacked a meching player with nothing but Hydras. Oh, it's got a little spawn broodling action there. That's kind of fun, but the siege tanks are going to kill everything else. Don't have enough queens to make that happen. Oh, and then 4 Prime getting dropped by Specchio. D-Matrix dropships. All in this mess, too. Oh, Shaman's got Specchio unallied as well. Whoa. Was those friendly drops or are they enemy drops? I don't know. 4 Prime's like, this is the dumbest logic. Why am I dying? Freaking Detroit is still alive? How is he still alive? These Guardians kill these Dragoons. They outrange them. But then they fall back. That's a problem. Okay. Bazump's got to help finish him off here, too. 4 Prime's like, screw it. GG. I'm out of here. I'm not a bad guy. Not a bad guy. Duh. And there it is. He's out, and he was a Slayer. Slayer down. Pirate down. Also, killing pirates is the right move. It was yesterday, because nobody likes when the pirates win. unless you're a Phantom. So he's kind of an ally of the Phantom, isn't he? Hmm. Gotta finish off Detroit and see what he is, folks. Here, we'll do this. Start prediction is Psychonauts a Phantom. That'll be an easy prediction. Yes or no. There. Then those people that always say that Psychonauts is a Phantom no matter what can choose Psychonauts as a Phantom and win some Falcon chips. And if you think that's not how it works, not how RNG works, then you can bet against it. Bazump and Specky are coming down, maybe to deal with Shaman. Jericho says he doesn't have any Defilers. Even if he did, the tanks just kind of ruin him. He's got some Mutalisks. A lot of Hydralisks, man. But the tanks have 3/3, so not going to be a problem. Oh boy, here come the Mutalisks. Irradiate! Bazump! Support Irradiate! There it is. Double Irradiate. Ooh, and then the Stasis. Does that save them from Irradiate? Does Irradiate wear off while they're in Stasis and then they come out of it and they're fine? That's kind of incredible. Look at that. Stasis to Irradiate, Deep Matrix, tanks on the ground. These mutas trying to do something. That's not going to work out all that much. Weird. Nuclear launch detected. Are Bazump and Detroit allied up now? Maybe they did decide. Like I said, it's going to be annoying to kill Shaman here, but not impossible. Nice. Ooh, got a Plague off. He GG's out anyway. Shaman, newcomer. I don't think it's anybody we know, but it could be. But he GG's out. Everybody else says GG. And he doesn't leave the game. That's a lot of tanks, dude. Waiting for him to die. There we go. And he was a Phantom. Was he the Phantom? Or was he a Phantom? Okay. Not over. Now, there could be two Phantoms, because someone could be an amnesiac who just picked up... No, because never mind. First died was a pirate. I lied. There's one Phantom left, everybody. That's all there is. So players available: Bazump, Detroit, Specchio, Psychonauts, and yeah, all 3 bottom players died. That's kind of funny. Jericho's alive too, but if you spawn on the bottom, this was a bad thing for you. Bad day for you. So now they're finally finishing off Detroit, which again is going to take a minute because he's not just going to tap out. Probably. We've got a vote on who the Phantom is, Leon. It's up and 5, 4, 3, 2, and it's over. We've seen Detroit be Phantom before, and he just doesn't have anything. Sometimes if your macro is bad, you can't even Phantom properly. It's hard to Phantom properly, let's be fair. Even Psychonauts isn't very good at Phantoming properly. Goliaths don't kill Dragoons that fast. And he was a Slayer. All right. All right, Slayer down. So 3 players left. One of them's a Phantom. Is it time to go? Sorry, 4 players left. One of them's a Phantom. Probably not time to go. Blech. 2 Paladins is kind of hard to deal with, although they can run out of minerals. These Paladins don't get extra minerals over time. What's up, Ahmed? Happy Ramadan. Yeah, that started yesterday, right? Fasting is rough. I concur. Sun up to sundown is rough, but it's winter time, so sun up to sundown is not as bad as Ramadan in the summertime. That's nice, at least. And happy Lent as well, says Bokawali. Yeah, Ramadan, Lent, and what else? There's something else that is coinciding with Ramadan and Lent at the same time this year, which is kind of fun. Specchio's like, strategically, what do we do? Oh, level 80. Oh, level 80 was Shaman. Good to know, good to know. Ash Wednesday. Well, Ash Wednesday is Lent. It's the same thing. Carnival? Is Mardi Gras and Carnival right now, too? And it's Goatmas. Also, Goatmas is this time of the year. Goat? I did not know that. I should be celebrating. Hey, what's up, Albatross? Yeah, so... that'll explain enough about it to what's going on. You ever played Mafia or Werewolf before with friends? Or Among Us, maybe? Albatross? There's not always 2 paladins, no, Specchio. Sometimes there's only 1 paladin. Can there be 0? Happy can probably explain that one to us. Can there be 0? Do I raise my kids to be religious as well? I'm not religious, Ahmed, so no, I'm not raising my kids to be religious. Absolutely not. I left the church 10 years ago. And, it was Jericho. It was Jericho. Quabam. A lot of the ways religion and culture intertwine. I mean, nope. Short answer, no. Psychonauts was not a phantom. He was a paladin. He was telling the truth the whole time. Whee! All right, that's a GG. Nicely done. So Jericho got sniffed out. There were 3 players left, though. It was very close. Or 4 players left. Very close to being a phantom win. If they picked wrong, it would be over. for the Slayers and the good guys. All right, so here's the deal. We can do a free-for-all today. We're about $10 short of the daily goal to get a free-for-all on a live stream day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If we get $10 in donations, we can do a free-for-all. If not, we can do some other fun stuff as well. Not a problem. We can fill this time with other things. But if you guys want a free-for-all, you have the option here. Why did I leave the church? In general, the first thing that made me want to leave the church was the fact that they taught that homosexuality was a sin. I could never figure that out. Like, why the hell does God care if two adult dudes are... Am I back? I'm back. Are like, hey, we love each other, we want to get married. And God's like, no. And I was like, why? That never made any sense to me at all. So that was my first step out. And then from there, it just got worse. It is so bad today. New cable time, probably. So Wander correctly picked that Psychonauts was not a phantom. He believed in Psychonauts in this game. Good job, Wander. I know, my microphone was like, never. Not allowed. All right, cool. So, Psychonauts is like, I didn't get killed. I think Specchio taking your back helped a lot with that, Psychonauts. Yeah. You also detected a pirate. That helped people believe you as well. Makes a lot of sense, Psychonauts. All right. Let's do... kind of want to try another pluck control. Pluck control is fun, and it's not that long either. So let's go pluck control. I think it's new to the last week or so. Maybe 10 days ago we first played this one, but it's a group of 6 versus the computer. They spawn in some units. You need to pick units from a spinning, rotating, kind of like a Wheel of Fortune type thing. And if you get good units, you'll be fine. If you accidentally pick bad units, you're probably going to lose. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, no problem, level 80. Glad you had a fun time. You really turtled up, dude. Really, really turtled up hard. Kind of makes you suspicious, actually, when you turtle up that much. Didn't know what to do. Ah, yes. So generally, if you're the Phantom, you want to make it look like you don't have extra money. And then just kind of accuse other people of being Phantom. See if you can get people on your side. Yeah. Interesting. Well, we can get at least 6 people to try this thing. We had like 8 or 10 people interested in playing today, but maybe they don't want to try this one. Maybe they are intimidated. Huh. Anywho, U.S. women's hockey team wins gold, defeating Canada in overtime. USA, USA, USA. So Italy has a lot of golds, right? They got more golds than they usually do. So the question every Olympics year is, does the host country get a kind of biased boost to getting extra golds because they're home? Or is everybody just trying harder because the Olympics are in their own home country? What's up, Shield Battery? How's it going, man? Alright, so we didn't have enough people interested in that one, I guess. What could we do instead? Big game hunters. People like big game hunters. Let's see how this goes. Norway is in the lead. But Italy's like third, right? Home cooking. Wander, Detroit, Specchio, Bazump. I am the 7th flag. We can do 3v3 if one more person wants to join in here. Let's see, it's 6 p.m. on the East Coast. Some people are off work, that's for sure. Oh, Italy's in second. All right. They are performing better than usual. But again, is it bias? Nice. RJB hopped in. That's exciting. Winter time. Yeah, winter BGH. Check how cool this winter map is. Sounds good, go. All right, we go 3v3. So Wander, Detroit, Specchio. I am the 7th flag, RJB, Bazump. That seems reasonable teams. Let's go. One Zerg, one Zerg, one Zerg. I just want one Zerg. We've got 4 random players out of 6, so one of them should be Zerg. Statistically. They don't have to, though. Who's isolated? Protoss isolated. All right, Team 1, Specchio playing Protoss. Next door. Well, Detroit, his team in the bottom right here, also Protoss. Wander ended up spawning as Protoss. So Protoss, Protoss, Protoss team. I am the 7th flag is also a Protoss. Bazump got Terran. And then RJB got Zerg. All right, so we did get one Zerg out of the 4 randoms out of the 6 here, which is hilarious. Let's go Team Blue, represented by Bazump. Red, represented by Wander. Prediction, ahoy. There's a desert version of BGH 2 somewhere, says Tyrion. I might have it in my download folder. We can check after this game if you remind me. Hey, what's up, All In with Tony? I'd love to do a free-for-all if we can hit our support goal for today, though. You know the rules, sir. Someone needs to edit this map. Bottom right glitter minerals are glitched. Well, tell it to Savior Sword then. He probably has time to fix that. Oh, good. Tyrion did find it. Excellent. Or they're at scmscx.com, says Tyrion. Good places. Jericho!
I like your style, friend.
For doing lives games on a Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you, Jericho. Much appreciated for the 25 Romanian, what is it, dollars? Liu. 5 USD in 25 Romanian Liu. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jericho. Awesome stuff. What is going on here in the StarCraft sign? It's Big Game Hunters, so might as well go for your pool. You already have access to gas. You already have access to a ton of money as a Zerg player, and it's totally fine. Don't scout too much, says I am the 7th flag, who is also it was yesterday. $5, but it's a time problem now, Goat, is I got to pick up my kid from work. But we're $5 away from a free-for-all, but unfortunately, like, 15 minutes away from it as well, so not happening. We can go for 2 free-for-alls tomorrow if we want. Yeah, definitely level 80. Defo, Desert BGHs exists. Any classic map like BGH or Hunters or Lost Temple, there's all sorts of versions of them out there. Hundreds and thousands of versions. A lot of map makers. This interesting cannon setup here from Detroit. RJB's trying to get in here and do something, but you know, kind of nicely set up by Detroit, actually. It says 5. Saying, Wander? Why Wander? Welcome back, Savior Sword. Apparently the minerals are glitched in this bottom right base. I was told, Savior Sword, on the Winter BGH. I don't know what happened, Savior Sword. People just kind of bailed. Alright, they're making a move on 5. That is Wander. He's got a cannon. He's got 4 zealots. Getting hit by Lings and Marines. He could use some assistance. Does Detroit have anything to help him? 1 zealot. Does Specchio have anything to help him? He's sort of cannoning in. It was yesterday, but also Wander is fine, I guess. RJB says fall back. We can't double team this man. He's too strong. Wander is. Probe scouting in, cannoning in, continuing. More cannons. Yeah. I'm glad you had fun, level 80. That's great. That's what we like to see, is people showing up, playing in the live games, having fun, and then they want to play again. It's awesome. It is the best. Vultures are out. I guess 4 Prime had to go. So 4 Prime not being here is not helping the numbers for sure. Happy just doesn't like standard games. He likes UMS shenanigans. And some people hate the UMS shenanigans and love the standard games. Probably going to be the last one, Jericho. Most likely, depending on how long it goes. Specchio's like, we got to kill some SCVs. These vultures are going to make it hard, but get them. Right-click on the SCVs. Vultures all need to be fighting here. I do get a Marine. Man, that's like 5 zealots for a Marine, and that's about it. That's tough. That is a tough look for those zealots out of Specchio. Specchio's like, I guess I could make some units. It's always a fine idea. Hey.
I like your style, friend.
I am adding $5 to Jericho's dono for an extra FFA tomorrow if possible.
Okay, we'll bank that up. Thank you, Goat. Appreciate the $10 Canadian. So there we go. We'll plan for 1 free-for-all tomorrow for sure. And then we can earn a second free-for-all tomorrow, depending on how the donations go that way. So that'll be good. All right, so finally busting out the top right here as it was yesterday. He gets the pylon, defowering the cannons. Smart move by him. DTs show up, but there is an Overlord and Vultures, but the Overlord is a Overlord. Come on, Overlord, get in there. 2 kills. He's hiding from the Overlord as much as he can. And finally detected, but he got like 3 or 4 kills there. That was pretty darn good. What did you try to say this time, YH? And it is kind of like 1984, except it's not the government censoring you, it's a private business. So kind of the same, but also not really. Big push on Detroit. Here comes BGH trying to finish off the orange toss. Indeed, 731 is 10 USD in Canadian. You said I was like a digital PC cafe? Sure, okay. BGH still trying to kill him. Reinforcements are coming in, though. DTs are going to save Detroit. He's going to lose a couple probes here, but otherwise, I think this attack by BGH is pretty darn ill-fated. That is not... Yeah, look at that. Nicely done. Detroit lives. RJB lives. Down in the bottom right here, Wander is alive. It was yesterday lives, top right, too. And Specchio at the 12 o'clock taking another base up that way, but here comes some Muta Harass. I don't know if Specchio's ready for this. He went DTs. Turns out DT's kind of a build order loss to Mutalisks. He's trying to really stay out of range of those cannons. Maybe this one needs to die, and then he can stay out of range of the other cannons quite easily. It's tough. It is tough micro here, but he's getting probes. Trying to snipe down additional cannon. There you go. That cannon gets canceled or killed before it does much of anything. And he's trying to mute a stack with the lag, but he gets that cannon too. These probes in the top right of the mineral field are in a lot of trouble as well. Crikey. You saw a Magna Bellum AI. What is that, Falcon? What? What are you talking about, Happy? Dunkins. Yeah, no. Wander says we should all kill the Zerg player. His Mutalisks are for harassment. They're not for base defense. He's pretty vulnerable right now. That cannon coming up is huge. He's like, if I could just get connections here, that'd be nice. Ooh, tanks on the ice. That is so annoying. That's the annoying thing about the winter version of BGH. He's like, I need the tanks at my base, RJB says. Please land the tanks over here. And he's like, oh, right. Hold on. Tanks on the way. Mutalisks have to fight. Sunkens have to deal with the Zealots on their own. He's like, please bring the tanks over. Sunken. Another Sunken getting hits off here, too. Mutalisk need to assist against the Zealots more than anything else right now. I think the Dragoons can be handled. Prioritize the targeting. Siege tanks. Oh, one of them gets sniped. The Zealots on top of the tanks. Oh, gosh, the Zealot count is so much. So much. On my recent hosted game section was Magna Bellum AI. I don't know. We'll take a look at it after this game. I can remember. So they do hold it. They keep the Spire. More tanks showing up here to keep RJB alive. I think that's a big move. Is keeping RJB alive here in a big game Hunters or any kind of a Hunters, really. Really heavy into the Mutalisks. Got a +1 attack on those as well. I don't know why BGH would land the tanks like right where all the Zealots were, but wasn't a great position, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know why you'd move out without any detection. There's been DTs out for a long time. High Templars getting sniped in exchange for a couple Dragoons is not a bad trade. From it was yesterday, but I don't know if he knows there's a DT here. Storm going to make him fall back. This base could die to these Dragoons too. This Dragoon, yeah, this DT can actually kill these Dragoons quite enough. Says your tanks are here. Great. Go ahead and siege it up. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bam. Cannon down. Bam. Cannon down. DT and Zealots. These Dragoons are ill-fated. They're all definitely going to die, but I don't know, took some cannons down. Caused some problems. Reinforcing stuff coming in from Team Red as well, and it was yesterday's Dragoons get wiped out. RJB wants a low latency to micro these Mutalisks with, again, +1. Is he working on a further upgrade? With the number of Mutalisks he has and the lack of other tech that he has, I would imagine he is. Going for like +2 attack, maybe a +1 armor, who knows? So nobody's at 100 supply right now, but Zump's at 90. I am the 7th flag is at 89. 88 from RJB right now, which is pretty good for a Zerg player at 12 minutes. Siege tanks down here. Natural base gonna die. Siege tanks are not covering the natural. Do the mutas have to do it on their own? Here's the problem. Yeah, the natural base is dead. Good thing that is big game hunters, because then you're fine. Specchio says, I see you're in trouble, Detroit. I will save you. Zealots on top of the cannons. Dragoons firing on the cannons would be good too. There you go. Actually got a micro in there and go against the cannons if and you can, lads. DT's joining the party. Once again, DT's on the defense. And once again, I don't think Team Blue's bringing detection to this. It was yesterday needs an observatory. He's got a robo. He has an observatory. I don't know where his observers would be. He never really seems to have any when he's out attacking anybody else. Muta's just trying straight up to murder Specchio, but he's got an Archon now, which makes it a lot harder. Yeah, just fighting Dragoons. I'll fight Dragoons all day. There's only a couple of them. The Archon is a problem. The Archon has 350 HP. Muta burst damage is good, but getting close enough to hit him without actually taking damage yourself is tough. It is so hard with the Mutalisks against the Archons in the situation, but he's just trying to get as many probes as possible. Specchio down to 58 supply. He is the second lowest after Detroit in overall supply here. Moving out a little bit here is Bazump from the bottom right. Yeah, probe count here is 12? Maybe a little bit more than 12, but I think it's about 12. Yeah, it was yesterday. Trying to deal with Bazump and Detroit at the same time is not going to work out for him. Muta shutting down the top left base of Specchio too. Oh, right. He has all these probes too. Totally forgot about that. Wander says we can take down. It was yesterday. Let's hit him. Detroit says, all right, let's go. Here comes Wander as well on the mix. Yeah, Nexus going to die. Upgrade. Still that +1 for RJB. I'd like to see another one, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. There's one tank defending here by Bazump, but I'm not sure one tank's enough with the Zealots jumping on top of that guy, and the cannons trying to save him. Maybe a little bit of Psy Storm on the defense there, too. Nexus dies. Top left. Worker count is really bad for Specchio. 46 supply at the end of the day. And yes, landing tanks on the ice on this map is really, really good. Or, you know, just not at all landing on the tanks whatsoever. Bazump is here to defend, and defend he does. It was yesterday. Lives here at 15 minutes. So bottom left base from it was yesterday coming in. He's got a second base. He's going for a third base now. Macro's pretty good. We got a spinning Ursidon here. Classic maneuver we see only on Winter BGH. And it's all mutas all the time from RJB. I don't know if he's planning on getting a hive eventually, but right now I don't see a Queen's Nest for him. I don't see a Hydra Den from him. He is going all the Mutalisks and hoping nobody gets, you know, Valkyries, nobody starts making Corsairs all of a sudden, because that'd be pretty bad. But the only Terran on the map is his ally, so he doesn't have to worry about Valks. RJB says we can finish off Specchio. We can do it. Yeah, there's a spinning Ursidon emoji here on the channel. Orty remembers that one. It's a good one. It's a classic. Muta's trying to snipe High Templar. Oh, the storms, though. Ah, the Maelstrom and the storm follow-up would be good. No. No storm available. Corsair tries to take them out. And by golly, it does. Nope. Oh, he does. Okay, Corsair dies. All the mutas die as well. RJB's army was entirely all those mutalisks. He's got a handful of Zerglings, which isn't going to do a whole lot in this situation. Yeah, man. Bazump looking good. Bazump down here, 3 bases. Looking fantastic. Specchio says we got to go for a yellow man. It was yesterday, top right. Holding, tanks, sieging, defending while he's at it here. Specchio says, never mind. Hey, what's up, Max? No free-for-all today, but we did get one in the slot for tomorrow. So we'll have a free-for-all tomorrow. Gotta get a spinning SCD and a spinning drone. Hard to find. Level 80. Maybe one day we can get there. So this is I Am the 7th Flag, really pushing on Specchio. Muta support from RJB. The Mutalisks have 1-1. Hooray! Get to get extra upgrades on these guys. Goliaths are here too from Bazump. So team RJB fighting to finish off Specchio. That'd be amazing. But down south, Bazump got recalled on, or maybe just dropped on with a couple Zealots and a couple Dragoons. Oh, look at that. Zealot taking tank shots. Specchio says, I think I'm dead, sir. I think I might be the deadest of nerds. Is his team going to GG with him? Wander decides to GG out. He says, you know what? Fair enough. Let's go. Specchio's out. Wander says, good enough for me. And then Detroit is going to hold on here, but he's at 50 supply against, well, enemies with about 300 total supply. It's not going to work out in the long run. Yeah, mass mutiling. He does tap. There you go. All right, that's a GG. Team Bazump. I Am the 7th Flag and RJB get the win here in a big game hunters. Team Blue is victorious. Most of the money was out there. At the end, RJB killed the most stuff and produced the most stuff today with his Mutaling strategy. That was it. No Hydras, no Hive Tech whatsoever. Bazump outspent everybody because he is a pretty strong player as well. All right. I think we got time for about one more kind of similar thing here. So, Magna Bellum. Oh, AI battle. Yeah, I don't know why it's in there, Happy, but that's your map. That's funny. Snow's rough to play on, says Bazump, especially on ice. That is true. Don't have enough time for King of the Hill. Maybe like a Bunker Wars? Bunker Command is a lot of fun. Really, really chaotic. Let's do that. All right. So happy Thursday, all. We got some live games on a Thursday for the first time in a long time. Seems to be pretty well attended. People seem to be into it. So maybe we'll keep that going from now on. But we will see. We will see what the plan is from now on. Yeah, and this one you just get Marines. You fight other Marines. You get points for every kill you get. You kill enemy bunkers and get more points. And if your bunker dies, you die, but you get a new bunker somewhere else. It's just fast move. It's fast moving. It's kind of like just a death match. Yeah. Like in GoldenEye, says Savior Sword, or like in Quake, or whatever else. Savior Sword wants to get the 3rd slot on this map, which is interesting. But yeah, it's pretty low stress. All you got to do here is micro. You don't have to macro at all. You don't have to build an army. You're just given an army as the game continues. Happy hops in, says, I'll do it. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, it was yesterday and Detroit should totally play. It's just fun. All right. We will go. Who's going to win this? Wander's probably a favorite. Specchio's probably a favorite here, too. Orty says, let's do this thing. You get a squad leader, 10 Marines, 1 observer. Kill your opponent's units for points. 4 Prime's back. 4 Prime, did you want to play? Dang it, 4 Prime. You showed up just at the wrong time. Perfectly wrong time to not play. Perfectly right time to not play. Okay, and this we got Wander, Specchio, Savior Sword, Happy, Detroit, Buzzump. We're looking at Wander. Where's he going? One Firebat. Who is a hero Firebat. Bunch of Marines that are normal. Oh no! Specchio left his bunker and loses his bunker immediately. Now he's going to respawn up here. And he's like, oh, can I get revenge? You can get revenge on this bunker. You get, stuff gets to spawn for you when you get more kills. So, he's going to get revenge on Specchio. There you go. Bam, Specchio gets his revenge. Blah, Wander dies away from home. Zealot's trying to finish off this bunker. There is a Firebat inside that bunker. Sure, not a good place for those Zealots. You cooking your own dinner, 4 Prime? What is for dinner at the 4 Prime's house? Once again, leaving your bunker completely undefended is tough. Happy's going to lose this one now. So 4,000 points already for Wander. 3,500 for Bazump. And then 3,000 just now, just by killing that bunker. Specchio, this bunker is so vulnerable from Specchio. I think he's not quite, he's using his observer to run around. He's like, wait a second, can I just right-click this bunker and kill it? No. Fall back, fall back. We're dancing a little bit here now with Happy. Cooking dinner for the family. A tater tot casserole. Dude, so you're like in Iowa or something, I imagine. Iowa, South Dakota, like Kansas. Tater tot casserole is like the most Midwest dish of all time. Specchio tries to come on the backside and take out the bunker of a Bazump, but he's protecting a little bit too well. Happy, oh, Happy gets a tank, but there's a lurker out too. Spider Mine hits! The lurker doesn't kill it, unfortunately. You're in Florida with your tater tot casserole. Well, all right then. Fair enough. I guess it is generally kind of a Midwest dish, but I suppose it can also apply to other states. I mean, I had it growing up, to be fair, and I'm in Utah, so that's not exactly Midwest. As Hump says, nice respawn. Hey, Happy's bunker down. Happy respawns over here. Oh, where he is in an immediate fight against Detroit. He's got a bunker full of dudes and a couple Goliaths. Bunker dies, though not enough. Detroit respawns towards the center. What's Savior Sword up to? Savior Sword's at 3rd place, 7,800 points in the top left there. He just got a queen. Excellent. Queen, I think Spawn Broodling is cheaper than it usually is. Yeah, in fact it is. Takes out a High Templar with the Spawn Broodling. Only had 50 energy. Specchio says it's hard to build momentum. Bunker. High on the 7th flag. Taps the game. He was obsing anyway, so it's all right. Size Storm. Eventually we start seeing things like battle cruisers joining the party here. Lurker's dead at that many Marines. Yeah, definitely. You bet your bottom dollar. Falling back a little bit. Siege tank plus bunker. Maybe not a great engagement from Savior Sword here. He tries to take down the bunker, but Lurker spines as well. Specchio says, come get me, green, but I don't know. Savior Sword's busy doing other stuff. Bazump's trying to kill him too, and he's defending as well. Zealot's on the run out from Savior Sword. Just trying to right click. No, definitely not. Ooh, he locks down Detroit's tank here. It's going to be out of the equation for just about 40 seconds. High Templar chased down by Wraiths and a single Zergling. Dematrixed Firebat. No, Dematrixed Infested Terran. And he gets the bunker. Wander, nicely done. That was rad. Dematrixed Infested Terran for the win. You gotta clip that. That was fantastic. Only works when Terran and Zerg can combine their forces, though. These are hunter killers. It's like, oh, nice plague on the answer, though. DT inside the Dark Swarm. Bunker dies. Everybody dies. Nicely done by Specchio. 17,000 points from Happy. 18,000 points from Happy now. Is that a Torask? Nope. One armor Ultralisk is sad Ultralisk. Not sure what you're supposed to do with that exactly. It can tank a bunch of damage, but sheesh. 20,000 points from Wander. $19,000 for Happy in 2nd place right now. So moving out, Marines, Firebat. Hero Firebat getting some kills here. 1 kill before he goes down. A little bit tough. Savior Sword heading up there as well. Trying to defend his own bunker. No, he loses it. Oh, he loses the bunker. 22,000 for Wander. This is looking tough. Feedback on a queen. Not enough energy to kill the queen, though. Dark Archon, the feedback is a good move. Nice Maelstrom on... the Maelstrom Storm on Marines is a fantastic move there, too. Another bunker goes down. Dark Archon's like, just take me out, I guess. Not too bad. I believe it's... I think it's 50,000. I can't remember. It's been a while since we've done this. Little D-web on the bunker, disabling that sucker. But not enough to shut down Savior Sword's entrenched position at the north here. Marines trying to flank around the backside, snipe a bunker, and Happy gets another one, taking down Detroit's bunker in that position. 23,000 Happy taking 1st place here. D-web on a couple Marines helps you deal with them. Nicely done. Bunker holds on. But then here comes Detroit on the backside. And also here comes Wander. Ready to murder everything too while we're at it. Nice D-web. Bunker sniped. Everybody dies. Man, bunkers, they're just tanky enough. They're not easy to take down, but not so tanky that you can't take them down. It's a good place for it. 40k points. 40,000 to win here. And Wander is at 25,000. He's getting there. D-Matrix. Spawn Broodling's getting tossed down. Ensnare. Catching the DTs. Science vessel spawns there anyway. Battle cruiser operational. Infested Terran. Not sure quite what to explode on. I think he got a Firebat. That was okay. That was a solid hit. Yamato takes down a science vessel. This is so chaotic. 28,000 points for Wander. 12,000 away from a victory here. Firebat dying to hunter killers with medic support. Tale as old as time. Always happens. Oh, he plagued a bunker. Interesting idea that way. Wouldn't not complain about that one at all. 30,000 for Wander. Trying to get up there. Trying to get up there. Science vessel just kind of flying over everything until it dies. Cool. Not sure what that was all about, but again, it's a lot of stuff to micro out here, in all fairness. Sometimes you got a queen, you got some race, you got an ultra, you have to micro all of it at the same time. The Filer gets sniped out there too, not ideal. Bunker undefended. So that's a win for Bazump, who is in third place. Only about 1,000 back, man. He's at 30,000 now as well. Bazump trying to make a move to win this thing too. So every unit you kill is a point. You get 1,000 points for killing a bunker, which can, you know, really add up a lot. The web. Get closer to my bunker to kill it. And the Marines are like, okay. And then they totally did. 35,000 for Wander, 34 for Happy. Can Happy retake the lead here? Killing bunkers is the way to do it, but it can be hard if you sacrifice your units while trying to kill the bunker. You can actually lose it that way. You can drop it out. Nice D-Web. Nice Dark Swarm. DT's on top of the bunker there too. Yamatoing the bunker down. Big hit by Happy. He's 10 points behind from first place. 10. Okay, now he's like 700. But still, Battle Cruiser two-shotting the Marines, but not enough to kill them when they have 2-2 especially. Oh, his bunker dies back home during the battle. Mind controls the Battle Cruiser. Savior Sword does that. Oh, then it gets mind controlled back by Detroit. Little mind control juggling happening here. Ooh, Infested Terran is out. Is it ready to jump on someone? Detroit is controlling it. I'm not sure. Oh, friendly fire. And he kills his own bunker with his own Infested Terran. Wander, 800 points away from winning this thing. But loses a couple Marines. Only has a bunker down here. Not a lot going on. Spawn Broodling there too. 400 points away from winning. Wander, 500 points away. Happy. And bam! Happy pulls it out. He gets the win at the end there. Nicely done. That was so close. That was one of the closest bunker wars we've ever seen. Happy is able to scrounge out the final 500 points he needed before Wander could. And Wander comes out on top in the end. Or Happy comes out on top on the end. GG, dude. Let's see. Bazump outproduced everybody. Outkilled everybody. Somehow outkilled everybody, but didn't get the win. Probably because didn't raise as many structures as Wander did, or Happy. Right, that's where all the points are. All right, good stuff, great stuff. That's going to be it for me today. So really fun live stream on a Thursday. A lot of pro replays, a lot of live games there too, a lot of support as well from Goat, from Jericho, from Hans von Totenland, gifting 3 subs out there on the Twitch earlier too. Thank you, Hans. So we'll get a raid going, but thanks everyone for supporting the channel today on a Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow for Friday, more of the same. Few pro replays, a lot of live games being played, and should be very entertaining at the very least. So thanks for keeping me company, folks. Love you all. Let's go raid Rain. I think that's a fine idea. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks again. You're the best. StarCraft forever.